From Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
I have your call to Hartford, Connecticut, Mr. Dollar. One moment, please.
Thanks, operator. Hello?
Pat McCracken.
Hi, Pat. Johnny Dollar.
Oh, good. Still out on the West Coast, Johnny?
Practically.
Did you clear up that Kincaid matter?
Mailed you the final report 2 days ago.
Oh, good. Now sit tight because I think I'll have another case for you out there.
Yeah? Well, I've got one all lined up for myself. I just
What?
want to get your okay for an expense account.
Oh, that depends. Who holds the policy?
Holds several policies with the companies that you serve.
Who is he? Or is it a she?
Oh, it's a he, all right. The most important client I know.
Who, Johnny?
And certainly the one deserving the most attention.
Well, who is it?
Me, Pat.
What?
Me.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. To the Universal Adjustment Bureau, Hartford, Connecticut. Attention, Mr. Pat McCracken. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of and participation in the yours truly matter. Item 1, $34. Transportation and all the incidentals I could think of. Los Angeles to Las Vegas, Nevada. I needed a couple of days of relaxation after that Kincaid affair. Item 2, $31.40 for my room at the Flamingo Hotel, plus 2 fancy meals and a couple of drinks to go with them. Item 3, 85-cents phone call to my old pal Buster Favor down at Lake Mojave Resort on the Colorado River.
Sure glad to hear your voice again, Johnny. Coming down here for some fishing?
Buster, how did you guess?
Big lunk of bass are practically jumping into the boat.
How big?
3 to 6 pounds.
I did that well on the Flamingo boat yesterday on Lake Mead.
Then I'll arrange for some bigger ones that stand by and wait for you. Want me to drive over and pick you up?
No, I like to be independent, so I'll rent a car here.
Well, in that case, wait for me.
Huh?
I've got to have 3 or 4 days' work done on my car at a garage there in Vegas.
So?
So I'll drive on up, leave my car, and you and I can come back here together in yours. And when you've had your fill of fishing...
Okay, Buster, it's a deal. See you when you get here. Item 4, $100 deposit on a rental car, a shiny new air-conditioned Cadillac. And remember, Pat, one of your companies holds the insurance on it. Item 5, $21.70 for drinks and a big dinner with Buster when he arrived. It was quite late when we hit Route 95 for the drive down to Lake Mojave Resort across the desert. It was still hot after the day's high temperature of 118.
You driving so fast to keep up the breeze, Johnny? You ought to take it a little easier. They patrol these roads pretty good, you know.
Are you kidding? I haven't seen a car in nearly 10 miles.
Yeah, and you mightn't see one of those law boys until he's right up on top of you.
Oh, Buster, you mean they hide on the side road?
No, not hide. They patrol some of them.
Hey, where do all those side roads go, Buster? Some of them are a little more than wagon trails.
Mostly to old mines, Johnny. Some of them 10, 15, 20 miles away up in the hills. Some of them being worked, some of them just... Now, look.
Yeah?
Over to your right. You see those lights? Look like they're on the side of the mountain?
Oh, yeah.
That's Haley's tungsten mine up there. Real big operation. A few miles ahead, one of my old friends has a mine. He works it for, Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Look in the rear view mirror. I see some other lights.
Oh, hey, if you think we're stepping along, that guy behind us is certainly... Uh-oh.
Yeah, that flashing red light above the corner of his windshield means a highway patrol car. Also means you better stop.
Well, it isn't as though I've been driving all over the road.
It's as though you haven't been keeping a sharp enough eye on the speedometer. Okay, start thinking up excuses, Johnny, and they'd better be good.
Oh, no, I'll take it like a man. Shall we get out and greet the minion of the law?
No, don't. He might think you're trying to pull something. And those laddies carry guns. Just sit here calmly, eyes front, and try to look innocent.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Huh? Oh, there's nothing in the back seat, officer. What?
Right, mister? Nothing but me. And this.
Hey, now, wait a minute. You're not... Hey, Johnny.
Yeah. I take it that thing's loaded.
That's right. Now get going.
You were flashing that red light.
Flashlight. Fooled it pretty good, didn't I?
You were making like the highway patrol, and man, is that against the law.
You think that's bad? Just wait till you see what I've got for you. I'll start her up.
Hey, look, mister.
Don't argue with a gun, Buster.
Yeah, Buster, remember that. And remember it's aimed right at the back of your head. I'll get going, you.
Sure. Here we go.
Watch it, will you? What's the idea of backing up that way?
I'm sorry. It's a rental car. I guess I'm not used to it.
Well, watch it.
Sure. Yes, sir. Here now.
Take it real slow, buddy, and no funnies, or I'll pull this trigger first and figure it out afterwards.
Yes, sir. You're the boss.
You bet I am.
Well, what happens now?
Just keep going straight ahead. When I want you to turn off, I'll tell you.
Where do you think you're taking us, mister?
Where you guys will be a long, long time getting back to civilization. And by then, I'll be loaded and out of the state.
Just a plain stick-up, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Modern style.
Well, look now. Just because we're driving a big car
If
doesn't
you
mean...
got dough enough to gamble big money in Vegas and rent a big car, you got enough for me. You and a few others I'll take over before the night's over.
Unless you get tagged first. This car will be plenty easy to identify.
You'll find this car back where I stopped you. If you ever get there.
Oh, brother, I wish I had a good look at that one of yours.
Why do you suppose I pulled up behind you and didn't give you a chance to look? Now, let up on that gas.
Getting a little nervous?
Well, I just want to be sure that if I have to put a hole in the back of your heads, I can get to the wheel before this crate flips over.
Pretty smart, aren't you?
Yeah. That's why I stay alive and in the chips. Easy now. You see that little side road?
Yeah, what about it?
Turn off on it.
Why not?
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah.
It's the road to old McKinney's mine.
Who's?
McKinney, he's the one.
Look, if you guys want to talk up. Or I'll quiet you down permanently.
Talking about this lousy road is all.
Yeah, well, that's why I picked it, buddy. And take it easy. Hit these bumps too fast and this gun's liable to go off. And you wouldn't like that now, would you?
We continued up the rough, curving road on the side of the mountain. 10, 15 miles, I guess. And I could see nothing but the road itself and the shadow of the mountain ahead of us.
Turn up that air conditioning, buddy. It's a hot night.
Yeah, sure.
Listen, we go much further on this road, we'll scrape off the drip pan.
You know this road?
Well, it keeps getting worse and worse is all. This car's built pretty low, you know.
Hey, take it easy, I said.
How can I? Do you hear that?
We don't stop pretty soon, we'll all get stranded out here.
Yeah, maybe you got something there. Okay, buddy, that wide spot. You turn us around and stop. And take it easy.
Okay. Now what?
Just leave the engine running and both of you get out the right-hand door.
Yeah, sure.
Now, look.
Shut up. From now on, I'm not going to waste any time. Come on, get out.
You're not going to leave us out here, I hope.
That's right. I figure the temperature's still around 100, so you're going to have to take it easy. It'll be long after daylight before you get back down the highway.
If we make it at all.
Oh, you will. If you go real slow. And if I don't have to use this on you. Now turn around, both of you. Hands up in the air.
Now, look, mister, with no water out here in this heat, it'll be murder.
It'll be murder if you try anything cute.
What?
Wait. Nearly $100.
You don't know this desert heat.
Shut up. Now you.
Okay.
Here, lower that left hand just a little. And be careful. Say, I like that watch. And that ring. Yeah. Say, you must have done all right at the gambling tables.
Well, easy come, easy go.
That's right. But, well. This card fall out of your wallet?
Yeah.
Johnny Dollar insurance investigator. Oh, boy, that's a laugh. A private dick. Just as big a sucker as anybody else.
Yeah, I'm laughing.
All right, now, boys. Walk. 10 steps, straight forward. Together.
Come on, Buster.
No, sir. Now, look, if you think that you're going to...
Wait a minute, Buster, don't.
Oh, no, you don't.
Why, you dirty rat.
Yeah. And one phony move out of you and you're going to get the same. Only right in the back, you hear me? Now you walk. Walk. Keep going. Walk.
Buster! Buster! Why, that dirty murdering...
Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
While her husband was a captain assigned to a unit of the United States Air Force on the island of Okinawa, Mrs. Carolyn Pesaturo went along, but friends and build greater understanding with other people of other lands. A chance to demonstrate her convictions. Her maid, Kikuko Chibana, invited her to her home. Kikuko's mother intimated that Mrs. Pesaturo had never done a hard day's work in her life, not with a manicure job like that. Well, that did it. Carolyn Pesaturo volunteered to do a full day's work, just like any Okinawan housewife, and be no more tired at the end of the day. Bright and early one day, she found herself in the Chibana home. And after washing the breakfast dishes in cold, soapless water, she scrubbed the kitchen floor, prepared meals on a wood-burning stove, drew 25 buckets of water from the well, and worked in the fields for the rest of the day, carrying 50-pound bundles of cut rice stalks through knee-deep mud. Well, she did such a good job, she was invited back for the rice planting. But more importantly, Carolyn Pesaturo planted understanding, so that others could reap the harvest of freedom, the right of all men everywhere.
And now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Yours Truly Matter.
He'd overtaken Buster Favor and me on Highway 95 out in the middle of the Mojave Desert. At gunpoint, he'd made us drive my rented air-conditioned car up a rough, winding side road, miles and miles up into the mountains, and finally stopped. There, he'd ordered us out into the stifling desert heat. He'd taken our watches and money, and there, in spite of my warning, Buster had turned on him. Then, with a gun aimed at my back, he'd ordered me to walk away from the fallen man. Then he took off in our car. Buster! Buster! Hey, the dirty murdering...
Just take it easy, Johnny.
Oh, what? Buster, you're okay.
Yeah, but I sure had myself worried there for a minute. Pretty lousy shot, wasn't it?
Oh, brother, you were crazy to make a dive at him.
Only legitimate way I could think of to get down on the ground.
What are you talking about?
You see these?
I can't see a thing, but it sounds like a couple of stones.
Yeah, real sharp ones, the kind that cut a tire to ribbons out here. It's chunks of lava.
Oh, what?
I shoved them under the right front wheel.
Buster, those tires are probably self-sealing.
Sure. So just to make certain, I went to work with this old knife of mine that he didn't seem to want. When he hits a few of those washouts, we went over.
Oh, good boy. But on that rough road and with power steering...
Don't you worry. He'll have to stop and change a tire before he gets very far. Rubber sealant was already leaking out fast. Meantime, we better get on after him. Come on.
Are you forgetting he still has that gun?
Johnny, I'll show you tricks for getting a man in the desert at night that you never heard of. And don't forget, he'll be the one standing in the light from his car.
If he's had to stop.
He'll be stopped. If you stumble onto any rocks about the size of a baseball, pick him up.
Oh?
Yeah, maybe I'll show you why I ought to be pitching for the New York Yankees. And while I'm occupying him from one side in the darkness, why...
Okay, Buster, let's go.
Easy. This he'll get you faster than you think.
Then let's hope it gets him when he stops to change a tire.
That's what I'm banking on.
If he does.
Don't you worry, Johnny. He will.
Slowly, carefully, we trudged on down the side of the mountain, conserving our strength. I was glad that Buster knew the ways of the desert. A couple of times we left the winding trail to make shortcuts around big mounds and rocks, around old mine workings. And then we saw them.
Car lights, Johnny. You see?
Yeah, but they're moving down there, winding back and forth. He hasn't had to stop yet.
No, I guess it... Hey, wait a minute. Those lights are coming up the trail.
Yeah, why would we be coming back here?
I don't know. Come on, toward that little hill on the side. When he comes around it, we'll let him have a handful of rocks through the windshield.
Yeah, right.
Pick up stones, anything you can get your hands on.
Right. Hey, look, there's a good spot on that mound. Huh? He won't see us, but we'll see him when he pulls around.
We'll be practically on top of him. Here we are.
Okay, good. And don't forget, our eyes are used to the darkness. His won't be.
We'll just aim for his windshield, Johnny, with all we got.
But don't forget, he still has that gun.
Once we stop him, we'll have the advantage. With a cracked-up windshield, he won't be able to drive, and as long as it stays nice and dark... You listen.
Yeah, I am listening.
That's no Cadillac.
That sure isn't.
You think maybe he's nailed somebody else down on the highway and is bringing him up here?
He hasn't had time to get halfway down there yet.
Well, then who is?
Buster, I'm going to jump down and hail him.
But if it is him...
I have to take that chance.
Johnny, wait! That's Zeke!
Hey, stop! Stop! Hey, you, stop, will you, please?
Now, what the howling tarnation are you doing out here? What's the matter? You get lost or something?
Hey, listen, mister. Did you pass a big sedan on the way up this road?
Now, wait a minute, young fella. Just who are you?
Hey, Mac! Mac McKinney!
Huh? Who's that?
That's Buster, can't you see?
Buster Faber?
That's right.
Well, hey, you gone crazy or something? Wandering around out here this time of night?
Look, never mind that. I asked you about a car. Did you pass him?
Pass him? I helped him out. Just below that last hill
What do
there.
you mean?
Well, he had a flat tire, so I helped him put on his spare.
You what?
City dude, having a lot of trouble with the heat, so I give him a hand.
Oh, no.
And him, he give me a 10-spot for my trouble.
Doggone it, Mac. That guy stole our car and money from us and left us up on the mountain.
No kidding.
Who's kidding?
Well, well, then, maybe I done right at that.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I've been worrying about it ever since I left him down there.
What are you talking about, Mac?
Well, I got an instinct.
Yeah?
The same kind of instinct about everything that I got about finding
Mac.
a gold mine. Buster, don't you tell the government. But I have took over 40,000 worth of ore out of my
All right,
mine
Mac.
up there since the turn of the year.
Yeah,
Look,
well,
mister.
go on with whatever it is you were getting at.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, well, instinct. Now, you take my gate down at the end of the road.
Oh, Mac.
That wasn't closed when you come up here, was it?
No, come to think of it, I wondered about that. But now, Mac...
Usually, when I go into Vegas like tonight, I close it. But you know something? Tonight, I clean forgot.
All right, Mac, get to the point, will you please?
Well, the point being that I did lock up the gate when I come off the highway just now.
Oh.
And I clean forgot to tell that fella I locked it after I fixed his tire.
Wait a minute, Mac, wait a minute. You mean he can't get back on the highway?
He sure can't.
And he can't break down that gate?
Not without wrecking his car.
All right, then.
That's what I was worrying about on the way up the hill.
All right, now listen.
Should I go back on down and let him out or not?
Will you listen, Mac,
But
please?
then I remembered that bulge in his coat pocket like a gun.
It was a gun, all right.
Yes, sir. And my instinct
Mac,
told
please.
me...
I don't care what your
told
instinct...
me I'd better get back to the mine and telephone the county police on account of maybe he'd been prowling around
Telephone.
my mine.
Look, Mac, you got a phone at the mine?
Son, I got everything up there. Electric...
How far is it?
On this road? About 3 miles.
All right, then listen.
But
Listen.
walking across that ridge, not more than a half mile.
Good. Can you make it on foot?
I ain't been wandering around these hills the past 41 years for nothing.
Then, brother, go to it.
Huh?
Buster and I'll take the Jeep.
Well, now,
You go up
son.
to the mine and call the police. Tell them to set up roadblocks, whatever they want to do. And stop a 1956 Chevy. It's gray and white, license CGJ158. You got that?
Sure. CGJ158, a gray and white. Now,
Look, Mac,
now,
I'll
wait.
pay you for the use of this Jeep. Anything you like. $50, $100.
Oh, yeah?
He's not kidding, Mac.
Huh? You sure? You know him, Buster?
His word's as good as mine, better, and he's kind of a lawman.
Oh, well. Now, why did you
So
tell
get
me
on
that-
up there to that mine.
Yeah,
Fast as
please.
you can.
Will
Tell
you?
the police what happened to us. Give them that description, 1956 Chevy CGJ158. That's the car the crook is using.
Got it.
And you then go to it.
Right, Buster.
Come on,
One
Buster.
more way.
Yeah.
Right?
And you better let me drive.
Okay, if you want.
Okay. Now, hold on to your seat, and I'll show you how one of these things can really take these roads.
What do you mean? You've only hit the road every 20 feet so far.
Hold on, Johnny. You ain't seen nothing.
Buster wasn't kidding. And Mac's old Jeep would have put a mountain goat to shame. To this day, it's a wonder to me how he ever held the thing together. To say nothing of how we managed to stay aboard. You think 90 miles an hour on the open road is a thrill? You should try 20 per on that old wagon trail.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait, nothing. We got to catch up on that guy.
No, what I mean is, how'd you ever know the make and license of his car? There wasn't enough light when he stopped us to see a thing.
Why do you suppose I put the car into reverse when we started?
Huh?
Doing that turned on the backup lights.
Backup light?
Sure, gave me a good look at his car in the rearview mirror.
Johnny, you're all right.
Oh, hey, how much more of this is there?
We ought to get to the gate any minute.
The gate? Buster, we ought to be shot.
What's the matter?
Oh, Mac didn't give us the key to that gate. We'll be locked in as well as that bandit.
You don't think he's just going to be sitting there, do you?
Oh, yeah, you're right. He'll have to go on to his own car on foot.
Which gives us more time, Johnny, to take advantage. Now, look.
No, you look.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah. Either he didn't see the gate or he tried to plow right through it.
And look what it did to that nice car. Come on.
Okay. Over this way, Buster.
All right?
Stay out of the Jeep's headlights. Circle around. He may still be in that car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Okay, we'll take it easy. And pick up a rock or two.
I'm way ahead of you, brother.
I don't see any sign of him.
No. He's probably hoofing it down the highway to his own car. We're going to take no chances.
Right.
That gun of his looked pretty... Right, easy now.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, he's gone.
Yeah. Oh, brother, what he's done to this car. Somebody's going to pay a pretty penny.
The insurance company. But come on. We'd better light out after him.
We'll use the Jeep.
But, Buster, if this big car couldn't knock down
We'll
that
drive
gate...
off the road and cut through the fence if old Mac had a pair of pliers in the toolbox. Come on.
There were pliers in the toolbox, all right. And a pair of wire cutters, too. But it took us longer than it should have to find a place where even the Jeep could navigate through the fence. Finally, though, we got out on the highway. All right, not too fast, Buster. If he's still on foot, I want to be sure we see him first.
You know what I'd like to see?
What's that?
The lights from a couple of patrol cars coming this way.
You think they'd have time to get there? Even if Mac phoned him right away?
Yeah, that's true. But where's our little pal with a gun? We ought to come on his car pretty soon.
Unless he's already got to it and taken off.
I just don't think so, Johnny. He'd try to move too fast in this heat, he'd collapse. Must be somewhere along this highway. Hide, maybe. Under one of those storm bridges along there.
No, I think he's too smart for that. With a racket like his, he has to keep moving. Maybe he's bummed a ride back to his car. Is on his merry way again.
Well, we'll soon find out. The place he stopped is right ahead, on the curve behind that hill, just beyond that next bridge.
All right, then take it easy, will you?
Yeah. Maybe we ought to stop the other side of this bridge. Say, along about here.
Buster, there was something underneath that bridge. Looked like a car.
Your eyes are deceiving you now. Let's stop right here.
Let's keep going.
What? Now what?
Just keep driving until you get to my car. Get it?
Why don't you put that thing down?
Listen, how'd you get in the back of this Jeep?
While you two bird brains are prowling around the cad there at the gate playing detective.
Pretty smart, aren't you?
That's right. Like I told you, that's how I keep alive. Which is more than I can say for you boys.
What's that mean?
Pull up. There's my car. Pull up right beside it.
Now, look, mister.
Don't argue with him, Buster.
Okay, here's your car.
All right, now. Give me those keys. Come on. Yeah, and kill your headlights. Kill them. Okay. Now, look. Things got balled up tonight. I got held up too long. Now, I heard you say something about getting word to the cops, so I got to get out of here. I got to get out of the state. I don't know how you guys got the Jeep away from that crazy old man. I didn't plan on you getting down off that mountain before daylight, see? But it's too bad you did.
Oh, you sure?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Because I didn't take a chance on your getting away now. I can't. Especially you, Mr. Private Eye.
Well, thanks. That means you think I might find some way to get the police on you in a hurry.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe I have.
No chance. Before I leave here, you're gonna be dead. From this.
You're out of your mind.
Yeah, Buster, I think he is.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, stop waving that gun. One shot, just one shot, and you'll be dead so fast.
Oh, yeah, wise guy, how?
You know, Buster, I was right.
Huh? What, Johnny?
There was a car parked under that bridge back there, a police car.
You're crazy.
Oh, yeah, Johnny, I see what you mean.
What? What do you see?
You don't think you're the only one who can hide in a back seat, do you?
What are you talking about?
Old Mac must have really got that phone call through in a hurry.
What are you talking about?
That officer there.
Oh, that old bluff.
The officer waiting there in the back seat of your
You're
car
nuts.
with his gun aimed straight at your head.
Oh, yeah? Where? There. Oh.
lot of nerve, Johnny, and throwing that rock in his windshield when he turned was just enough. Hey, where'd you get that rock, anyhow?
For some silly reason, I'd been hanging on to that rock ever since we started down the side of the mountain.
Silly reason, huh? Not by a long shot, no, sir. Oh, and what do you know? Here comes a patrol car. The one you were supposed to see hiding under that bridge.
You know something, Buster? I really did think I saw a car under there.
Oh, no.
No, really, honest. I think I saw it back there. Look very much. Expense account total, hold your head, Pat, including incidentals and my fare back to Hartford, $528. And that includes $50 to old man McKinney for the use of his Jeep and $81.50 for the repairs to Buster's car by way of thanks for his help. The car rental agency will present you with its own damage claim on the CAD. Oh, and of course the windshield on that Chevy will have to be replaced. You see, it was also insured with one of your companies. So, Pat, you can just charge off this case to recovery of that car. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a small round piece of metal, a coin. Face value, 50 cents. Insured value, $20,000. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote tonight's story. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Lawrence Dobkin, Barney Phillips, Chet Stratton, and Junius Matthews. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Pat McCracken, Johnny, Universal Adjustment Bureau.
Well, hi, Pat. What's new?
I've got a problem.
This is new? Pat, every time you call me up, you've got a problem. What is it this time?
Johnny, did you ever have any trouble getting rid of money?
Getting rid of... Look, Pat, this is the thing I do best.
Well, not so here.
What do you mean?
I got $25,000. I've been trying to give it away for 2 weeks, but I can't.
Just a minute. Let me shake the phone.
Huh?
For a minute, I thought you said you were trying to give away $25,000 and couldn't.
You heard me correctly.
Boy, you have got a problem. I'll be right over.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Home Office, Universal Adjustment Bureau, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the shy beneficiary matter. Expense account item 1, $1.20 for a cab from my apartment to the offices of Universal Adjustment, where Pat was waiting for me, looking very snide.
Oh, this is a real twist, Johnny. Usually beneficiaries are beating down my door to collect. This one is playing it real coy.
What's the deal, Pat?
Well, it starts out real simple. 2 weeks ago, a Miss Helen Gaysworth died.
Huh?
Insured for $25,000. Beneficiary, a man named Elijah Summers.
So?
Well, that's where my trouble starts. No Elijah.
Can't locate?
Can't locate. No trace whatsoever.
Well, what have you done so far?
Well, the usual, Johnny. We've checked death lists, advertised in the newspapers. All I've come up with is nothing.
Where did you advertise?
New York. That's where Miss Gaysworth lives.
Uh-huh. She have any relatives?
None, as far as we can determine.
Any idea who this Elijah Summers is, or why she picked him as beneficiary?
Well, the only lead we've got is something Miss Gaysworth's landlady told us.
Oh, what's that?
Well, apparently this Miss Gaysworth was something of, an eccentric. Lived alone in a dingy apartment, felt that the world was pretty much against her.
Oh?
All except Elijah Summers. Landlady heard her mention him once or twice. It seems he's been nice to her sometime in the past.
How?
That I don't know. Neither does the landlady.
She have any idea where he could be? What he's doing? If he's even alive?
No. But if he is, he's entitled to $25,000, so we got to find him.
Hey, you don't have much to go on, Pat.
Correction, Johnny? You mean you don't have anything to go on?
Expense account item 2, $36 even. Transportation and incidentals to New York City. I saw the landlady. Miss Gaysworth had moved in 6 months ago from somewhere a few blocks away. 3 hours later, I'd located the somewhere a few blocks away. There, I learned only that she'd, moved in from somewhere else a few blocks away. Gradually, however, a picture arose before my mind of a sweet little old lady drifting from place to place alone, and, well, I felt sorry for her. I also felt sorry for me because nobody along the line had ever heard of Elijah Summers. Finally, I turned up her first landlady in New York. She remembered Miss Gaysworth mentioning something about having come from San Francisco. She thought. Item 3, $167.20 plain fare and incidentals to San Francisco. Item 4, $9.50 newspaper ads in the San Francisco papers. Frankly, I wasn't very optimistic, but that's where I was wrong, because the very first day I got results. The results, incidentally, were blonde with brown eyes.
Mr. Dollar?
Yeah.
I'm Janet Blake. May I come in?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
What can I do for you, Miss Blake?
You're the one who ran the ad about Elijah Summers.
Yeah, that's right.
Has he answered it?
Not yet.
Do you have any idea where he is?
No, none at all. That's why I advertised. Look, are you related to Mr. Summers?
No. I'm a friend of his.
Well, have you any idea where he might be, Miss Blake?
Have you ever heard of a little town called South Fork, California?
No.
It's on the Yuba River, up in the Sierras, in what used to be some of the gold rush country.
You think Elijah Summers might be up there?
Maybe.
What makes you think so?
Just call it a hunch, Mr. Dollar. Just a hunch.
Item 5, $27.50, a rented car to take me to the town of South Fork. There was just enough inhabitants to keep it from being called a ghost town, a collection of ramshackle buildings at a fork in the river hemmed in all around by the mountain ranges. I looked up the local law, a big, beefy, slow-talking deputy sheriff named Rollins.
Elijah Summers?
Yeah, that's right. I'm looking for him.
Well, who's I?
My name's Dollar, Johnny Dollar, insurance investigator.
Looking for Elijah Summers, huh?
That's the general idea, yeah.
Well, good luck, Dollar.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you. You find Elijah, you let me know, huh?
Okay. Why?
He's wanted for murder.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Our flag now numbers 50 stars, and behind each star there stands yet another flag, representing one of the 50 states. Rhode Island state flag is white with an anchor, first used as a colony symbol in 1647. The motto Hope was added in 1664, when the government was organized under a charter from King Charles II. A circle of 13 gold stars were added for the original 13 colonies. This is the flag of a unique colony and state which carried out a most noble experiment in freedom. The Royal Charter of 1663 reads, "To hold forth a lively experiment, that a most flourishing state may stand and best be maintained with full liberty and religious concernment." Rhode Island state flag, the flag of the 13th state to enter the Union, was adopted on May 19th, 1897.
And now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Shy Beneficiary Matter.
Now I knew why Elijah Summers was so hard to locate. After all, a man who's wanted for murder isn't exactly going to make himself conspicuous.
How come you want to find Elijah Dollar?
He's a beneficiary of a life insurance policy, Sheriff, $25,000.
I'm afraid the dough's not going to do him much good.
Maybe not.
Oh, sure, he's got to be brought in, tried, and convicted, but I figure that's largely a question of time.
When did this killing take place, Sheriff?
Last year.
Here in South Fork?
A ranch about 3-4 miles east of here. At Jess Tyler's place.
Is Tyler the one who was killed?
Yeah.
Well, what happened?
Well, Sir Elijah always was a funny old duck. Jess Tyler kept him around the place a couple years, sort of a hired hand.
I see.
Now, from what we could piece together, Elijah and Jess got in an argument about some work Elijah wasn't doing very good. Elijah went plumb crazy, shot Jess, and took off in the hills.
I see.
Jess's widow took it pretty hard for the better part of a year. I guess it was Ben Watts finally pulled her out of it. They was married just a month ago.
Oh?
She and Ben are living on the ranch. Straight out of town to the east, up on a rise.
Okay.
Can't miss it. Figure on going out there.
Yeah, I thought I might. You any idea where Elijah might have gone?
Matter of fact, I got a pretty good idea.
Yeah?
Over the next range of mountains is a place called Tough Luck Canyon. A couple of hermits in there panning gold.
Gold?
Well, they get maybe $3-4 worth a day. Enough to live on. Now, I got me a hunch Elijah's holed up somewhere in there.
Have you been up there after him?
2-3 times.
Well?
Well, someone's got to be careful. That Elijah's a mean shot with a 30-30. Jess Tyler found that out. Besides, there's lots of places up in there for men to hide.
Uh-huh. So you've given up on him?
Dollar, I don't give up on no man. Elijah stays up there long enough, he's going to get careless. One of these times I go up there, I'll get him.
I got into my car and drove out to the Tyler Ranch where his widow Clara and her new husband Ben Watts were living. They were expecting me.
Sheriff Rollins phoned us you were coming, Mr. Dollar.
I doubt if there's much we can add to what he's already told you about Elijah and the killing.
Well, I'm sure you don't enjoy talking about it, Mrs. Watts, but
I don't mind any more, Mr. Dollar. Time has a way of taking care of most things. Of course, I still can't help feeling sort of bitter about Elijah. But I also can't help feeling sorry for him.
Yeah, sure, I understand. I gather that Mr. Tyler always treated Elijah pretty well.
Yes, he did. I kept him around here when it really didn't pay to.
Uh-huh. Then how could Elijah turn on him that way?
Well, Elijah was always pretty unpredictable, I guess. No one really knows what the argument was about.
Mr. Watts, how would I get to Tough Luck Canyon?
You? You mean you're going after Elijah?
I'd like to try.
I don't think that's a very good idea, Mr. Dollar.
Probably not. But why not?
Could be dangerous for you.
Maybe.
And why do it?
My job.
I've been thinking about Elijah a lot lately. An old man like that somewhere up in that canyon out in the open, in the cold. It just isn't right.
Yeah, well, anyway, how do I get there?
As the road takes off a mile or so from here, you'll see it marked. Winds up through the mountains to about 3 hours' hike from Tough Luck Canyon.
Okay, thanks.
Just one thing, Mr. Dollar. This Elijah, he's a good shot.
I know.
Yeah, so do I. Put a 30-30 slug in my shoulder once.
When was that?
Night of the killing. I was living on the next ranch over at the time. I was one of them that took off after him. He winged me from 200 yards.
Oh?
I tell you for a fact, Mr. Dollar, he can shoot fast, he can shoot straight.
With those cheerful words from Ben Watts ringing in my ear, I drove back to town. Item 6, $35.40 for some camping equipment. I figured I'd be spending a couple of nights out in the open. I found the so-called road they told me about. Finally, it just sort of petered out among the trees and rocks up near the timberline. I started hoofing it. 3 hours later, I was over the ridge and working my way down the western slope of Tough Luck Canyon. Suddenly, I stopped. Yeah, somebody was trailing me. I crouched behind some brush and waited. Then I lunged. Hey, wait a minute. You're the girl who answered my ad about Elijah in San Francisco.
Mr. Dollar.
Janet. Janet Blake, isn't it?
Oh, I'm afraid I lied to you about my name, Mr. Dollar. It's really Janet Tyler.
Tyler? Just Tyler, the man Elijah killed.
He was my father.
Well, what are you doing here? Decide to take the law into your own hands, maybe?
You don't understand. I don't want to harm Elijah, but he must be found and brought back.
Well, I'm with you there.
Then stay with me, because I think I can lead you to him.
Look, Janet, we're nearly at the upper end of this canyon. Now, what makes you think Elijah's around this neck of the woods?
Well, years ago, Elijah brought me up here. There's a little pocket in the rocks. It's almost a cave.
Yeah?
He liked it. Said it was his place. I recognized the landmarks.
Get down. Well, Janet, looks like we finally located Elijah. The hard way.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
It is a very well-known fact that symbols are important to men everywhere. Whether they be symbols of country, religion, or honor, they're a cherished part of the culture and tradition of all peoples. As in almost all countries of the world, the people of Spain are very religious. And in the Spanish town of Vendrell, the people were having difficulty with a symbol. A 300-pound angel sitting on top of a 150-foot church steeple. The angel had been there since 1784 and needed repairs to keep it from falling down on the heads of the parishioners. But 150 feet is a long way up, and 300 pounds are a lot of weight to bring down. Now, there was a great deal of head-scratching over the problem until someone casually mentioned the problem to someone else who happened to be stationed at the United States Air Force Base in Zaragoza, Spain. It wasn't long before visions of a helicopter came to mind. Because Americans like to help other people everywhere, the Air Force whirlybird lifted the angel from the church steeple, brought it down for repairs, and later returned it to its perch. So grateful were the people of Vendrell for this act of friendly cooperation that they held a mass celebration of American Day to show their appreciation. Television and newsreels carried the story of kindness. So did the newspapers and magazines throughout Spain. This gesture on the part of the United States Air Force created a new symbol, a symbol of friendship and understanding. It became a symbol of freedom, the right of all men everywhere.
And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Shy Beneficiary Matter.
Yeah, we'd found Elijah Summers, all right. He was somewhere in the rocks above us there in Tough Luck Canyon. And I knew the minute Janet and I poked our heads up, we'd collect a slug. He had us pinned down, but good.
Johnny, you think maybe it's...
Stay down. Now, look, Janet, I still don't understand why you were so anxious to find Elijah.
Johnny, you've heard him shooting at us.
Yeah, you're right.
What kind of shots do they sound like?
Rifle. Matter of fact, a small caliber rifle.
A 22, maybe? Like this?
Where'd you get that 22 slug?
This came from Elijah's gun the night my father was killed.
But he was killed with... Hey, wait a minute.
That's why I want to talk to Elijah.
That's a good idea, and so do I, but how?
I think he'll still remember my voice. Let me try.
Okay, but be careful.
Elijah? Elijah?
Who's that?
Janet.
Yeah, go on.
It's Janet, Elijah. Janet Tyler.
Miss Janet?
That's right.
Who's that with?
Dollar, Elijah. Johnny Dollar. I want to talk to you. I'm your friend.
I know you don't.
Please, Elijah, he's telling you the truth. We don't want to hurt you, but we must talk to you.
That's the truth, Miss Janet?
Yes, you know I've never lied to you.
You there. Dollar. You got a gun?
Yes.
Toss it out in the open where I can see it.
Well, if we've guessed wrong about Elijah, we're dead.
I just know I'm not wrong about him.
I sure hope not. Okay, here it is.
Now stand up and come out into the open.
Okay.
Elijah.
Hello, Miss Janet.
Oh. Elijah, you look terrible. Have you been up here all this time living like an animal?
Oh, don't you worry about me none. I've been getting along pretty good up here.
By the looks of you, you haven't been getting much food.
Enough to keep my eyes sharp, mister. Oh, I see that deputy sheriff fella come poking around here a time or two. He didn't even come close. And if he had have... I could have potted him easy with this.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about, Elijah. That rifle of yours.
It's a good one, Miss Janet. I remember when you gave me it 2-3 years ago for the grounds crew.
Elijah, have you ever had any other rifle besides that 22?
Nope.
You're sure about that?
Of course I'm sure. You see, yeah, I've took good care of it, too. I kept it clean and polished.
Yeah. Look now, Elijah. Have you ever used any other rifle besides that one?
Nope.
Janet, your father was killed with a 30-30.
I know, Johnny.
That 22 slug you showed me a while ago. You said you got it the night your father was killed, that it came from Elijah's gun.
I saw someone pry this slug out of his own shoulder the night of the killing. He threw it away. He didn't notice I was watching. Later, I heard him tell it around he'd been hit with a 30-30 slug.
You mean your stepfather, Ben Watts?
I was confused at first. I didn't understand. Then it came to me. Ben Watts was the one who'd killed my father. Elijah was probably trying to protect Dad and shot Ben with his 22.
Yes, there was a big fight, Miss Janet. I don't just remember what all happened, but except all of a sudden they was chasing me. I run.
Sure. Ben figured he could pin the killing on somebody like Elijah who wouldn't have a chance proving his innocence. Elijah, have you seen Ben since you ran away?
Oh, sure. Oh, Ben's come poking around here, too, every so often. But I'm too smart for him.
Yeah, sure. It figures, Janet. Elijah's a threat to Ben as long as he's alive. So Ben comes hunting up here every now and then.
It's horrible.
Well, of course, I got to be real careful, because I only got a 22, and he's got a 30-30. But he'll never get old Elijah. Believe you me, he won't get up.
Elijah!
Get down and keep quiet. The shot had come from a clump of rocks more than 100 yards away. I scooped up my automatic where I'd thrown it on the ground and started circling slowly, trying to get around behind the clump of rock. I'd almost made it when my foot slipped and sent a rock down the slope. He popped up then, ready to shoot, but lucky for me, his first look was toward the rock instead of me. He saw his mistake, swinging his rifle toward me, but he was too late.
Johnny!
Yeah, right here, Janet. How's Elijah?
Shoulder. He's all right, though. Johnny?
Yeah, it's Ben Watts, all right.
Is he still alive?
Oh, yeah, he'll keep. Long enough. Expense account total, $410 even. Remarks? Well, I turned Ben Watts over to the local law. And I helped old Elijah fill out his claim for the $25,000 insurance money Miss Gaysworth had left him. It ought to keep him real comfortable for the rest of his life. You know, Pat, once in a while I get the feeling that this job of mine is worthwhile after all. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment.
Our flag now numbers 50 stars. And behind each
star, there stands yet another flag representing one of the 50 states. Alabama's state flag is white with a crimson cross of St. Andrew, the symbol of the Confederacy and the national flag of Scotland. Alabama's state capital, Montgomery, served as the first capital of the Confederacy, and it was on the steps of its Capitol building that Jefferson Davis took the oath of office as President of the Confederated States of America. The Scottish cross is in the form of an X, or saltire, and is also found on the state flags of Georgia and Mississippi. Perhaps it is the independent, rugged spirit of the Scots that recommended its national symbol to the Confederacy as a symbol of its rebellion. Alabama's state flag, the flag of the 22nd state to enter the Union, was adopted on February 16, 1895.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, the most cockeyed case I ever worked on. Not one of life, but death insurance. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. Written by Robert Rice, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Jeanette Nolan, Larry Dobkin, Jack Crucian, Russell Thorson, and Howard McNear. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
I wish you to investigate the death of one of our clients.
All right.
Have you ever heard of J. Lamont Schofield?
The theatrical producer?
Yes.
Sure.
World famous for the beautiful girls he employed in his reviews on
Yeah,
Broadway.
well do I remember. Now, what about him?
Well, if you've seen the papers, you know that he died yesterday.
No, I didn't know.
As natural causes, the medical report stated.
But you think otherwise?
I do.
Why, sir?
Because of the beneficiary named in his $750,000 insurance policy.
$750,000?
Yes. So I think you'd better come over here and see me.
Yeah, Mr. Westbury. I think I'd better.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Worldwide Mutual Insurance Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the noxious needle matter. Expense account item 1, 85 cents for a taxi to the office of Worldwide. When I got there, I had to go through a receptionist and 2 secretaries to get into Mr. Waldo R. Westbury's private office.
Please sit down, Mr. Dollar.
Thanks. Well?
Now, here's the policy I mentioned. Providing $750,000 insurance on the life of the late J. Lamont Schofield.
That's a lot of money, Mr. Westbury. Incidentally, was he married?
Schofield? Surrounded by beautiful women all his professional life? No.
Then who was his beneficiary?
This policy has been in effect only 13 years, but... Now, look here. Look at these writers. Changing the beneficiaries.
Goldie LaFern. Sounds like a burlesque queen.
She was. After his money, of course.
Toodles Tempest. Wow.
Horrid name.
Baby Boodles Baker.
That's worse.
Bubbles Jones. Holy smoke. Pepper Caprice Carstairs. Cupcake DeLon. And... Hey, what's this doing here? Mary T. Smith.
She is the present beneficiary.
Well, that's quite a come down from all those babes.
Yeah. Mr. Dollar, the initial T stands for torso. The stage designation she used.
Oh, and you think she bumped him off to collect the insurance?
Bumped him? Oh, yes, I do.
But if a medical report says the old man died of natural causes...
At the time of his death, Mary Smith, Mary T. Smith, was his private nurse, responsible for his care, the medication he received, and so forth.
Ah, I see.
I'm glad you do. Because if you can prove she murdered him...
In spite of the doctor's report?
Yes. You can save our company a great deal of money. I don't often say this, Mr. Dollar, but in view of the amount involved, there'll be no questioning any necessary items on your expense account, no matter how high.
Necessary items?
Well, surely you wouldn't think of listing any unnecessary expenditure?
Dream on, Mr. Waterbury.
Hmm? Well, what?
Nothing. You say that Schofield died yesterday?
Yes, today afternoon.
Where?
At his home in Cranford, New Jersey.
Do you know who his doctor was?
Yes, Dr. Leonard Foote.
Good. Now, I wonder where this nurse is. Anybody keeping an eye on her?
Yes, you'll find her there at Schofield's home. Obviously, she's a very smart woman.
You mean smart enough not to run?
Well, I'd put it the other way, Mr. Dollar. Smart enough to have made him name her in his policy and to stay around to collect.
You know anything about her?
Only that she was a showgirl before making this pretense of being a nurse.
Yeah, but if a doctor was willing to have her take care of him, you know anything about him?
Frankly, no.
Then I have a sneaking suspicion I'd better pay him a visit. Item 2, $4.15 for another taxi, then a train down to New York. At Grand Central, I ran up item 3, $50 deposit on a drive-your-own-car. Item 4, 50 cents to get through the tunnel to Jersey. From the city of Elizabeth, I headed west on Route 28 to the pretty little town of Cranford. Then directly to the combination home and office of Dr. Leonard Foote, where I cooled my heels for a half hour in the reception room.
Bye, Doctor.
Goodbye, Jimmy. Come in, please, Mr. Dollar. I'm sorry to have had to keep you waiting.
Oh, that's quite all right, Doctor.
But if little Jimmy Sayer doesn't stop eating green apples, he's going to have worse than a tummy ache. Your company called that you'd be here because of the death of J. Lamont Schofield. Sit down.
I'll be very honest with you, Doctor. His insurance company thinks your opinion of death from natural causes might be wrong.
My tentative opinion, Mr. Dollar. Lamont Schofield suffered from, well, rather than bore you with a lot of medical terminology, let's say he had a heart condition, one that required that he take it easy and, of course, medication.
What kind of medication?
Digitalis, for the most part, to limit the frequency of his heart contractions. And more recently, he's been receiving intravenous injections of sedilomid.
His nurse gave him the injections?
Yes, under my orders.
I understand she's an old burlesque queen.
Well, some years ago, he starred Mary in one of his Broadway productions. It was a flop.
But shouldn't he have had a regular, licensed, registered nurse?
She was a registered nurse, Mr. Dollar.
Is she still a good looker?
Over the years, Lamont kept himself pretty well surrounded by, well, some of them were very pretty girls.
Well, not this Mary Smith.
No doubt they were all after his money.
Including Mary.
Well, Mr. Dollar, I told you my tentative opinion was death due to natural causes.
So the papers reported. But now let's face it, Doctor. If she hastened his demise by, say, an overdose of one of those injections...
I learned.
And while acting under your orders by using something that you put into her hands...
Now, just a minute,
It could look pretty bad for you, too, couldn't it?
Are you trying to
I'm just stating facts.
Imply that I might have conspired with that girl to bring about the death of one of my...
Such a thing is always a possibility now, isn't it? Well?
Are such tactics usually part of an investigation like this?
Why not? If you were guilty, if I could get you riled up, catch you off your guard.
I see. I don't like you, Dollar. I shall expect your apology.
We'll see.
As I started to say before you interrupted me, I learned just this morning from Monty's attorney that Mary Smith is the heir to Lamont's estate and the beneficiary to his insurance policy.
You didn't know this before?
I did not.
Nonetheless.
As a result, I have ordered his body held at the coroner's office.
Oh?
Yes, so that a complete autopsy can be made.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry, Doctor.
Would you like a towel, Mr. Dollar?
Towel?
To wipe the egg off your face?
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Sometimes we may wonder why a football team doesn't quit playing and walk off the field when it finds itself 50 points behind with only a few minutes of play to go. What is that indomitable spirit that fills men with hope and keeps them going in spite of terrific odds, keeps them going just to play the game according to the rules, just to get the job done as well as they know how? This kind of spirit pervaded the feelings of heavy bomber crews of the 9th Air Force on that day of glory, August 1st, 1943, the day of one of the most secretly planned surprise bombing missions of World War II. The day of the low-level attack on the Romanian oil refineries at Ploesti. More than 170 B-24 heavily loaded bombers took off in a swirl of red dust from Benghazi, Libya, to bomb a highly defended priority target. The element of surprise in the low-level attack was to be one of their greatest weapons. But things went wrong from the start. 3 planes exploded during takeoff operations. 11 more aborted due to engine trouble. Of those that reached the target area, less than 1/3 returned to home base. The leaders of the mission encountered navigation difficulties and difficulty in identifying the specific targets. And due to the loss of that elemental hope, surprise, they also encountered devastating enemy firepower from flak and fighters. The mission was partially successful, but a horrifying experience. 5 medals of honor were awarded to the heroes of the Ploesti raid for valorous action above and beyond the call of duty. At any time, the men would have been justified in turning back, but they had a code of conduct that made them want to see the unequal game through to the end. It was a job that had to be done. A charge of the Light Brigade in the air as they flew down the valley of death to glory.
And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Noxious Needle Matter.
Yes, Mr. Dollar, as soon as I learned that this ex-showgirl was to be Lamont Schofield's sole heir, well, I realized the same possibility that I'm sure you must be considering.
That she may have helped him over the hill.
Precisely.
I know, all things being equal, Doc, do you feel that he should have lived on a while?
Where a bad heart is concerned, one can never be certain, of course. But knowing his desire to live, his willingness to adhere to my instructions and take care of himself, plus the medication I provided...
Medication given by this Mary Smith?
Yes. I would have wagered he could live on for 10 or 15 years.
When do we know the results of the autopsy?
A toxicologist by the name of Stanley has been called in at my request. It may take several days.
I see. Meantime, then, I'm going to see this Mary Smith.
Incidentally, the police found no sign of any poison, of anything that might have been used to cause Lamont's death.
You mean the police have been in on this?
Yes, they've been very thorough.
Then why the autopsy and the toxicologist?
Because the least detectable means would have been an overdose of medication.
I see. Now, Doctor...
I've really told you all I can, Mr. Dollar. Why don't you go along and see Mary Smith?
Yeah, well, I intend to, but now tell me...
Call me if you need me after you've talked with her. Goodbye, Mr. Dollar.
When that autopsy report comes through...
I'll let you know. Goodbye, Mr. Dollar.
And that was all I could get out of him. The home of the late J. Lamont Schofield turned out to be a small place on 3rd Street, nestled in among some fine old oak trees that gave it a quiet sort of isolation. A far cry from the bright lights of Broadway. Apparently, he had taken his doctor's advice. I wondered about the ex-Burley Queen turned nurse who'd managed to save enough of her looks and figure to charm him into leaving her his all. Matter of fact, I've often wondered how a lot of those old war horses...
Yes?
Oh, how do you do? That is, I'm looking for a Miss Mary Smith.
I'm Mary Smith.
Old warhorse. Believe me, I'd guess wrong. Because when it comes to describing Mary Smith, Well, there's only one word that does justice to her. Wow. She was in her mid-20s, tall, blonde, and beautiful. Yeah, she looked as though she'd just stepped out of Charles of the Ritz. And I say it again. Wow.
Don't just stand there. Who are you?
Oh, Johnny Dollar. I'm an insurance investigator.
Oh, gee, I've heard of you, Johnny. You know something? You're even better looking than I thought you'd be. Won't you come in?
Yeah, thanks.
But why did they send you here? There's no question about my getting Monty's insurance, is there?
Well, it's just that the company always demands a routine investigation where such a large sum is involved.
No kidding. Sit down, huh?
Yeah, thanks.
Can I pour you a drink?
No, thank you.
Oh, come on. Have one with me. It's been so glum around here since Monty died, and nobody here except a lot of crepe hangers. A little one?
Okay.
Okay. Gal can't just sit around and look grief-stricken.
Have you been grief-stricken, Mary?
You want the truth? No. What good was it doing Monty living that way, not able to tear around like he used to, putting on shows and having a big time? Here, Johnny, here's to life, love, and the pursuit of happiness.
Skull.
Oh, that's better. I really needed that. You got a lot of money, Johnny?
I? Well, no, not much.
No, I never had any either, but I will now. Plenty.
Then you know you're Lamont Schofield's heir.
You bet your life I do. I had to work for it long enough, feeding him and nursing him, taking care of him, and fending off a lot of old biddies from the old days who were trying to get their claws on him.
But you managed to get your claws on him.
Well, wouldn't you have done the same thing? See? Now it's paid off.
Took him a long time to die, though, didn't it?
Johnny, I've been on 24-hour duty here for 2 years, for 2 solid years, and I make no bones about it. There were times when I thought he was going to live forever. There were times when I wished I could help him out of this world.
So finally you did?
Johnny. Here, let me freshen your drink.
Mary, I think you killed Lamont Schofield.
Well, I'd like to see you prove.
I don't think I'll have to.
Oh? Why not? Isn't that why you came here?
No, I came to make sure you don't try to slip out when the autopsy report comes in.
Oh.
Does that scare you?
No, of course not.
Let's face it, Mary. When somebody shows an attitude like yours, it means you're completely innocent.
Sure.
Or guilty as the devil.
But at least it makes it very confusing for you. And for the police, doesn't it?
So you're having a ball.
Of course I am. Listen, Johnny, I don't blame you a bit for thinking I killed Monty. I wanted him dead. I wanted his money. I did what I had to do to get it, and then I'm going to get it.
Yeah, did what you had to do. So if the autopsy shows he was given poison...
Don't worry, it won't.
Or that he was given an overdose of digitalis, or whatever it is he was getting...
Now, that would be stupid, with nobody here but me.
Nobody but you?
Hadn't been a soul in this house except me for over a week. Since the last time Dr. Foote came to see us.
You're sure of that?
Well, of course I am.
Then if somebody did kill him, it would have to be you,
yes.
Nobody else.
Yes, sure.
Remember that, Mary.
Would you like me to put it down on paper for you and sign it?
Yeah. Would you?
Sure. I'll do anything, Johnny. If it'll confuse you.
All right. Then start writing.
Why not? Now, let's see. I, Mary T. Smith. Is that all right for a start? Oh, excuse me.
No. Keep writing. I'll take it.
All right. I, Mary T. Smith.
Hello? Oh, yes, Doctor. Yes. Oh, I see.
Hmm.
Not even the possibility of too much of... I see. And you're sure?
Of course he's sure.
Okay, Doctor.
You disappointed, Johnny? Because they found no poison? No overdose of Sidelinis?
I guess you know the answer, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do. The autopsy showed nothing. You can't build a case out of thin air. So here. Here's your little paper, all signed and sealed. Well, Johnny, I don't want it, and you said you did.
You're far too smug, Mary.
I have a right to be. You're barking up the wrong tree. You cannot build a case on nothing but thin air.
Yeah, I know.
So what do I do, Johnny? Just sit here and wait until your company pays me the money?
Build a case.
Until the estate is settled, or can I collect it?
Yeah, Mary. You stay right here. And thanks for saying that.
Huh? Johnny, what do you mean?
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Times have changed, and so has the man. In the year 1775, a patriotic, enterprising American by the name of David Bushnell invented a strange craft. It was constructed of two oak beams resembling two platters clapped together and propelled by a water screw attached to a hand-operated crank. Another water screw regulated the depth to which the craft could descend. This was the American Turtle, the first United States submarine. 179 years later, in 1954, the United States came up with another first. This time, however, it was a 3,000-ton, $55 million vessel powered by an atomic reactor. It was the Nautilus, the world's first atom-powered submarine. And where the American Turtle was a one-man operation dependent on courage and brawn, the Nautilus is a complicated network of advanced electronics, the operation of which is dependent upon a team of highly trained, skilled Navy men who know their jobs and do them well. Yes, times have changed, and so has the man.
And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Noxious Needle Matter.
Expense account item 4370 for a phone call to my own doctor back in Hartford. A man very much interested in criminal medicine. I asked him about a couple of ideas I suddenly had for committing the so-called perfect crime. I got some enlightening answers. Then hung up and drove into the coroner's office.
I told you over the phone, Dollar, we found nothing to indicate...
Yes, excuse me, Dr. Foote. You're the toxicologist who did the autopsy, Dr. Stanley?
Yes, Mr. Dollar. And as Dr. Foote told
Listen, could Lamont Schofield possibly have died of an embolus in the brain, maybe?
Well, yes, I suppose so.
Can you find out by further examination?
Well, of course.
Then go to it.
What is this, Dollar? Are you trying to play doctor now? I told you in the beginning I don't like your tactics, and I like them.
You were right, Mr. Dollar. An embolus in the brain. Though what should have led you to suspect...
All right, now listen. I don't know where the equipment is that Mary Smith used to give the medication to Mr. Schofield.
I have it all here, Dollar. The remains of the bottle of Cedilanid that I prescribed, the hypodermic with which she administered, all in this kit.
Which needle did you use, Dr. Foote?
The small one, of course. He only received 2 cc's.
What are these others, this big one?
Simply part of the set. Only the smaller one ever had anything in it. We checked. The others never contained anything more substantial than air.
That's right. Air.
What? Mr. Dollar.
Yes, Dr. Stanley.
30, 40, 50 cc's of air, plain air, injected into a vein? Yes, of course it would cause an embolus.
And if you were to find traces, microscopic traces of the flesh of Lamont Schofield in that hypo that contained nothing but air...
Yes, of course. I'll go to work on it immediately.
If he does find traces of dermal tissue on that needle, I can't believe it. A case built on nothing but thin air.
Yeah. And the ironic part of it is, the tip-off came from Mary T. Smith. Yes, the microscope showed that needle had been used on J. Lamont Schofield recently. Pretty slim evidence, I know. But when Mary was faced with it, well, I'm still not quite sure why. Maybe we scared her. But she broke down and confessed the murder. Yes, she'd been wrong. Sometimes you can build a case on nothing but thin air. Expense account total, $61.20. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Bartlett Robinson, Marvin Miller, and Junius Matthews. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Roy Rowan speaking.
From Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, this is George Reed.
Well, hiya, George. What's troubling Floyd's of England this time?
Johnny, one of our clients, only quite frankly, he's far more than just a client.
Oh?
Yes, his life is being threatened.
Oh, George, you know I hate these bodyguard assignments. Every
Johnny,
time I handle one of them, it ends up with my own life being in danger.
I fully realize
Yeah,
that.
one of these days, my luck may run out.
Oh, heaven forbid. Nonetheless, Johnny,
If somebody needs protection, why don't you just call in the police?
well, there are certain, confidential aspects of this case that, if any sort of publicity can be avoided. Johnny,
Yeah?
if it can any way help to minimize the danger to yourself, I'll gladly go along with you on this one.
You mean literally, physically go along with me?
Yes.
Well, now, George, that's not the way I usually like to work.
I know, but as I told you, this involves a man who is more than just a client.
Yeah? Just what does that mean?
It's my brother, Johnny. My own brother.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, George. I'll be over to see you.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Floyd's of England, North American Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Twin Trouble matter. Expense account item 1, $1.20 for a taxi over to George Reed's office at Floyd's of England in downtown Hartford. I found him pacing the floor waiting for me, and needless to say, he didn't waste any time getting down to business.
As I told you over the phone, Johnny, this matter involves my brother, my twin brother, Adam.
Oh, you're a twin?
Yes, we're identical in every way, except perhaps for our manner of speaking.
Why is that?
Well, you see, Adam completed his education at the University of Dublin, whereas I stayed on in England, then did postgraduate work over here.
Oh, I see.
About 18 years ago, Adam and his wife came here to the United States.
Is he also with some branch of Floyd's of England?
No, Johnny. Adam owns a small brokerage office down in Newark, New Jersey. He lives in a nearby town called Upper Montclair.
Say, tell me, has this business of his anything to do with the threat against his life?
Everything, I'm afraid.
Now, don't tell me he went around selling a lot of worthless stocks and bonds, and now somebody wants to get even with him.
Of course not. Adam is a completely honest, reliable dealer in legitimate securities.
Then what's the trouble?
Well, you see, when he first arrived in this country, he traveled around quite a bit, not only sightseeing, but, looking for a good business connection.
Figures?
While on the West Coast, he met two men, Shockley and Barron, independent stockbrokers.
Uh-huh.
They seemed to like him immediately, offered to take him in with them. Well, since his funds were beginning to run out, he jumped at the chance.
Naturally.
But, Johnny, it turned out that they were swindlers of the worst possible sort, dealing in completely worthless securities.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Because of his lack of familiarity with American manners and methods, it took Adam quite a while to catch on. But when he did...
George, I'm way ahead of you.
What?
When he finally got wise to them, he called in the law. So they got sent up the river, including your poor misguided brother. And now...
Yes, Johnny. It was Adam's information, his testimony, that brought the whole foul operation into the open. As a result, of course, his prison term was a relatively mild one.
I didn't know there was such a thing. But now that the others are free, they're out to get him.
At least the one named Shockley is. It's he who has contacted Adam with this impossible proposition.
Uh-huh. When did he and Barron get out of the clink?
About 2 weeks ago.
I see. So what's the proposition Shockley has made your brother?
Johnny, Adam has spent the past 9 years, ever since he was released out there, building up this small brokerage office here in the East. Now he and his wife are finally beginning to reap the fruits of their labor. His children, 2 fine, upstanding kids, are in college over in New York State.
So?
But if it were ever to become known that he once served a term in prison for participation in a stock swindle...
Yeah, I know. It would kind of pull the rug right out from under him, wouldn't it?
It would completely ruin him, Johnny. And it would probably kill his wife.
What then?
This 9 years of struggle of trying to make up for that one mistake has been just as hard for her as it has for him. Right now, she happens to be in the hospital with a serious heart condition.
Oh, I see. Is she the beneficiary of his insurance?
Yes, she, and then, of course, the children.
All right. Now, what is this proposition that Shockley has made?
He's demanded $75,000.
70? Wow.
Yes. Unless Adam pays it, in cash, in unmarked bills, Shockley will release to the papers, anonymously, of course. Well, he'll tell them all about Adam's unfortunate part in that stock-selling racket years ago.
Yeah, which means that if Adam had a single customer left inside of a week, it'd be a miracle.
Then Shockley says, after he's ruined him, he'll kill him.
He'll what?
Unless he pays this money, of course. He'll make it look like suicide. After all, under the circumstances, well, you know, the ruined businessman.
Yeah, I do know. Sure, there'll be no reason for anyone to think it isn't suicide.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. That's the insurance angle, isn't it?
Yes.
If Adam's death is called suicide, his policy will be void. His wife and kids will get nothing.
And if this man Shockley is as clever as Adam says he is, he'll do it in such a way that any court in the land will call it suicide.
George, I just can't believe it. And yet, I suppose...
He's told Adam that he's already got away with this sort of thing once before Adam knew him.
But why doesn't he call in the police, the FBI? If this man already has a criminal record...
No.
Well, maybe the other one, Barron, is still working with him. And...
No, Johnny, don't you see? Don't you see he doesn't dare?
Yeah, I guess you're right. If he called in the cops, the publicity would be just as bad, just as ruinous to him as if Shockley were to shoot off his mouth at the papers.
Yes, Johnny. If he goes to the police, he'll only bring his business crashing down on his own head.
Yeah. George, your brother's in a pretty bad spot. No matter what he does, he loses.
If he pays off, $75,000. But who knows whether that one payment would be the end?
Well, of course it wouldn't.
But if he doesn't, don't you see it means not only his business, his wife, his children, but his own life?
I know.
If it were me, alone, a bachelor with nobody else to think about. But with Adam, Johnny, he couldn't do it. He might as well cut his own throat.
So we'll have to do something about it.
What, Johnny? What can we do?
George, I wish I knew. It was obvious this was to be more of a personal affair than business, in spite of the insurance policy involved. So for once, I decided to forget padding out the old expense account. Okay, then. Item 2, $4.35, a tank full of gas for my own car. It was after business hours by the time we got down to Jersey, so instead of trying to catch Adam Reed in his office, George phoned ahead and we went directly to his home on Highland Avenue in Upper Montclair. George stood beside me when the front door was open. And you know something? It was like looking at George in a mirror.
Yes, can I... George!
Even their clothes were alike.
Hello, Adam.
Yeah, these twins were certainly identical, except for the slight difference in their manner of speech.
Adam, this is the man I told you about on the phone. The man I hope can somehow help you. Johnny Dollar.
Yeah, how are you, Mr. Reed? And excuse me for staring.
Oh, it's quite all right, Dollar. Quite understandable. And please call me Adam, if you don't mind.
Sure. But so help me, I've never seen two people look so much alike. You know something?
What, Johnny? What are you thinking of?
Just a wild, crazy idea, Adam. George. This perfect similarity might... No, well, we'll see.
Well, now, wait. Maybe you have an idea there.
No. Look, George, forget all about it. Come on, let's go inside where we can talk about this thing.
I'm in complete agreement, Dollar, because we have no time to waste. If there's anything you can do about it.
Why do you say that, Adam?
I've heard from Shockley again.
Oh? When?
This morning, after the last time I talked to George. He called me at the office. I'm afraid I didn't get as much business done today as I might have liked. Then I left as early as I could. I went to the bank and called on my wife at the hospital. She's very seriously ill, sir.
Yes, so I understand.
I've not yet had the heart to tell her about this whole ungodly affair.
And I can't say that I blame you.
And yet, what difference would it make? Whatever happens, whatever this man does to me, it's bound to affect my darling. Oh, it's a terrible thing, Dollar.
Now, this phone call today.
Yes. Shockley says that he's coming here tonight.
Tonight?
Yes.
Uh-oh, with my car out front.
Well, that's why I stopped at the bank today. He says he must have $10,000 as a sort of down payment, as evidence of my good faith.
10,000.
Well, I say that he won't get it.
Oh, now, wait a minute, George.
No, Johnny. I tell you, I won't let Shockley get away with this.
George,
If he
please.
comes here tonight and demands that money, I'll kill him rather than let Adam give him a single
Now,
cent.
listen, will you?
I told you, Johnny, with me it doesn't mean a thing. But with Adam, his wife, his children...
You think he'd come in here with my car out front?
If he does, I want to be ready for him. Give me your gun, Johnny.
George.
This whole rotten thing has gone too far. I tell you that if I have to in order to stop it, I'll...
No, Adam, wait. Is there an extension phone?
In the next room, in the library. Good. But, Dollar, if it's Shockley and he hears you pick it up...
He won't, if we do it right. Now, wait till I call to you, then pick it up immediately. I'll do the same on the other end.
Yes, all right, Dollar.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Now.
Yes? Are you alone, Adam? I'm alone, Shockley. You haven't called in the police. You know as well as I do what that would mean. The publicity. I'm glad you realize that. But I don't trust you, Adam. What? So instead of my coming to your home, you're going to meet me. You've got the 10,000 for me. I have. All right. Cedar Knoll, about 7 miles north of here. Do you know the place? Yes. Cedar Knoll. There's a little shack on top of it, empty. Get into your car. Your own car, Adam. I'll recognize it. Meet me there. Very well, Shockley. Just one thing. Yes? Just be sure that you're alone. Because if you're not, somebody's going to die, Adam. It won't be me. But if there's anybody with you, you understand, Adam. I understand. Cedar Knoll.
Uh-huh. Well, Adam, it sounds as though your man Shockley is as clever as you seem to. So where's George?
Dollar, he listened to the phone next to my ear.
Yeah?
As soon as Shockley named the meeting place, George took the gun out of my desk and left.
He what?
He's going up there to kill Shockley.
Unless I can stop him, Adam, he's going up there to get murdered. Where is it, Adam? The Cedar Knoll, where Shockley will be.
Here, Dollar. I can show you on a map. Here. It's 15 or 16 miles from here.
Huh? Shockley said it was only about 7.
Then he must have been somewhere along the way when he called.
That means he'll get there long before George can.
Yes. Look now. Here it is on the map.
Yeah, I see. Straight up 23 and west of Pompton Plains.
Yes.
All right. Now, George took your car. What kind is it? That little coupe I saw out in the street?
That's it.
Oh, fine. There are 10 million of them on the highway, all alike. What's the license number? Well, come on.
I don't know. I don't remember it.
Then, Adam, all I can do is try to get there before George does. Before he gets himself killed. Traffic was heavy, and I don't know why, but Highway 23 was lousy with police patrol cars. I wanted to stop one of them, tell him to come along with me. But this was one case where I couldn't. So instead, I drove within the speed limit, except for a cutoff above Mountain View where I could open her up for a few miles before getting back on the highway. I probably bypassed George as well as the highway traffic. But the important thing was for me to get there first. That's why I left 23 again, took the curving, narrow, but much shorter back road to Cedar Knoll. Finally, I could see the knoll, a sort of big mound, a high, barren hill. I could see the little building on top of it in silhouette against the moonlit sky. And I could see a car parked up there, a big sedan. So Shockley had arrived and was waiting there. At the bottom of the knoll, I pulled off to the side, cut the engine, doused the lights, and went the rest of the way on foot. As I slowly approached the shack, through a drawn window shade, I could see a light in it, waving around like a flashlight, and the shadow of a man. No, wait. For a moment there were 2 of them, 2 shadows. That meant Shockley wasn't alone. And knowing they'd be well armed, both of them killers. Well, this whole thing might not be so easy. Yet somehow I had to keep them from hurting George. Yeah, and from killing Adam. Slowly, cautiously, I edged over to their car. I slid down under it and went to work with my pocket knife on a small piece of tubing near one of the wheels. It was was slow and awkward there in the dark under that low-hung car. But it was the one thing I knew It was George. And of all the times to pick with me sprawled out under that sedan, unable to even pull out my gun.
Just stay out there, Adam. We'll take the money and be on our way.
Oh, no, you won't, Shockley. This is all you'll take.
Watch him, Shock. He's got a gun.
Yes. And I'll kill both of you if I have to.
Mr. Barron, this isn't Adam Reed. Sure he is. No, he talks differently. This is his twin. It's George.
You're right, Shockley. And I'm here to put a stop to this nefarious scheme of yours.
Well, listen to the fancy talk. Of course it isn't Adam, so it must be George. And George, my name
No,
is...
don't move. Just drop your guns, both of you.
Mr. Barron, I'm afraid that Mr. Reed, Mr. George Reed, has the advantage of us. Yeah? Well, listen. He shoots at you, I get him. He shoots at me, you get him.
That's right. I'll kill at least one of you.
So, under the circumstances, I'm afraid there's only one thing we can do. Yeah? What? Hand over our guns to him. So, here you are. George! No! You surely will shot!
I yanked myself out from under the car, and just in time to have George land right square on top of me. Before I could push him away and get to my feet, he was out like a light, and both Shockley and his pal were on top of me. I never got off the ground. No!
Kill him, Charles! Blow his head off!
No, wait, Stuart.
You had enough? You had enough, mister? Get away, Shock. Let me shoot him. No. But listen, we've got to get out of here. Those shots he got off, the cops will be coming up from the highway to see what they were. But don't you see if we leave him here? We've got to, but we're not leaving this state until we kill his brother. Come on.
No, you wait.
You want some more?
Never get away.
Oh, no?
Use that car. Kill yourself.
Drop dead. Come on, Barry.
No. Listen.
Yeah, you listen. Oh! Come on, Barry. Okay. Take the back road down the hill. Yeah, just
Oh. Are you okay, George?
Yes, Johnny, I guess so. But they got away. They'll go down. They'll kill Adam.
They're not going anywhere, George.
What?
I cut the brake fluid line. They have no brakes. By the time they get rolling down that hill...
Good heavens.
No, George. They're not going anywhere. By the time the highway police got to the scene of the crash there on the back road, and of course that car exploded and burned, they had forgotten all about the gunshots, if they'd heard them at all. So George and I were able to leave by the main road unmolested. At the bottom of the hill, I picked up my own car without attracting attention. I suppose I'll have to make some sort of report to the police. But I don't see any reason why I should have to reveal the name of the man they were out to get. Do you? It's certainly too late to need anyone to bring charges against them. As for the expense account, so what's a couple of gallons of gas in so good a cause? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here's our star to tell you about next week's story.
Before I do, I just want to say thanks to all you good people who write in to tell me how much you like the show. It may seem like a little thing to you, but it means a great deal to all of us. Believe me, I'll answer your letters just as fast as I can get around to them. But you'll just have to be patient if it takes a little time. Now, as for next week, well, I suggest you read The Cask of Amontillado by Edgar Allan Poe. Then join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were G. Stanley Jones, Alan Reed, and Frank Driscoll. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Coverly speaking.
Frank Lovejoy stars in a hair-raising psychological thriller, A Friend of Daddy's, as suspense follows next on the CBS Radio Network.
Johnny Dollar.
John, this is Harry Branson at Philadelphia Mutual Liability and Casualty Insurance Company.
Well, it's about time, Harry. How come I haven't heard from you lately?
Fortunately, we've had no problems recently. That is, nothing requiring investigation.
Until now, huh?
Well, yes.
So what's the trouble? Arson, mayhem, murder?
John, it may be all of them, unless you're able to put a stop to what's going on.
Sounds interesting. Who's involved in all this? And don't tell me you've been selling insurance to some gangster.
Well, as a matter of fact, he is.
What?
An ex-gangster. At least he was known to have been mixed up with gangsters for several years.
Who?
Bertie Larson.
Larson, huh? Well, at least the name sounds appropriate. So tell me what he's... Wait a minute.
Yes, John?
Isn't Bertie Larson the punk they've had before that special investigating committee?
Yes.
The committee on narcotics and gambling, the one that has the hearings on television now and then?
That's the one.
Well, then, Harry, if you want my advice, you'll cancel his policy, pay him off with interest, and forget him.
I'm afraid that's impossible. What's more, since those hearings began, we've increased the face value of some of his policies.
You have what?
Yes. But now, in view of the threats he's been receiving, threats on his life, his home, his family, well, John...
Baby, you're in trouble.
John, do you think you can help us?
And get my head blown off by some gunsel? Harry, this kind of stuff I shouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole.
But don't you see...
In spite of the big fee your company will have to pay me, in addition to my expense
John,
account.
just a minute.
At least it'll guarantee me a decent funeral.
A funeral?
But if that's the way you want it, as long as you're willing to pay through the nose for my services.
But, John, I didn't say... John, that is... listen to me, John.
Okay, keep your shirt on, Harry. I'll run on down there and see you.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston gives you real flavorful, rich tobacco flavor. Winston's easy drawing too. The flavor comes right through to you. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
A modern filter? Sure, Winston has it. But that's only the beginning of a Winston. Up front, up where it really counts, Winston packs exclusive filter blend. Light, flavorful tobaccos, specially selected and specially processed for filter smoking. Filter blend. That's why it's fun to smoke Winston, America's best-selling filter cigarette.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Philadelphia Mutual Liability and Casualty Insurance Company. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Larson arson matter. Expense account item 11120 for a train to Philadelphia and a taxi to Philly Mutual's office over on Walnut Street. It was late in the afternoon, but Harry Branson, the perennial worrywart, was still there waiting for me, and he wasted no time in getting down to business.
Now, Bertie Larson, or more properly, Herbert James Larson, lives out in Penfield, John.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of part of West Philadelphia, isn't it, Harry?
Just beyond. He and his wife live in a very nice one-story brick home that we've insured for some $30,000.
And he must have done fairly well in the rackets and had sense enough to put some aside.
Also, John, we've insured his personal property, furniture, clothes, all the things in the house and so on, for some $20,000.
No kidding. And didn't you say you've increased some of his insurance lately?
To the figures I just mentioned. In the beginning, he was underinsured, but the policies provided for the increase at his option, provided,
Yeah,
of
well,
course...
that's all right. You don't need to go into
provided,
detail.
of course, that in no event should stipulated coverage exceed actual appraised valuation.
Yeah, well, now, Harry,
in
if you...
accordance with paragraphs A, B, and G of Article 21 of our standard comprehensive policy.
Harry...
Oh, yes, John. Also, his life is insured with us for $20,000.
Making a total of $70,000.
$70,000, yes.
So if everything goes, including Bertie himself, somebody's liable to collect plenty.
Exactly.
Okay, who's the beneficiary?
His wife, Nora.
I see. And now you say that somebody's been threatening him.
Oh, yes. Ever since he agreed to appear before this investigating committee.
Uh-huh. What kind of threats?
Over the telephone, he tells me. warning him that if he continues to testify, well, they haven't directly threatened his life, as I understand it, but they might as well have. And then last week...
Wait a sec, Harry. Haven't the police been in on this?
Oh, yes, they have. And for a while, they kept some men stationed about his place.
So, naturally, nothing happened.
But last week, John, when he returned from one of the hearings, he phoned me and said that he'd found a can of gasoline standing on his front doorstep.
Ah, just a hint, huh, of what might happen if he doesn't clam up. Yeah, that's an old-style gang warning.
Yes, a very obvious threat to burn up his home.
But he's continued to appear at the hearings?
Yes. And if he's killed off by these people, if his home is burned out from under him...
By what people, Harry? Has he any idea who might be behind this monkey business?
Well, of course. It must be someone who was involved with him in narcotics and illegal gambling at one time or another.
But he doesn't know exactly who.
Not specifically. He says he never recognized the voice on the phone, and, of course, it was probably well disguised.
Do you suppose he's still involved in the rackets?
Oh, apparently not, or we'd never have sold him insurance. But then who can be sure? The point is, John, that if anything does happen to him or to that home of his, the company will have to pay out sizable sums of money.
Yeah.
Naturally, we don't want to do that.
No.
And if he can be protected properly, well, John, that's why I telephoned to you.
Yeah, but Harry, the kind of protection you seem to want for him is something for the police to provide.
John, I am convinced that the protection they are giving Bertie Larson is wholly inadequate.
You told them so?
I most certainly have. But they simply refuse to listen to me. Well, that is why I called you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Harry, but it seems to me that... Well, okay. Give me his address. Tell me who the police contact is, and I'll see what I can do for you. I dropped my bags at the Bellevue Stratford. Then, having missed my lunch, I spent item 2, 5 1/4 for a drink and some early dinner. Item 3, $50 deposit on a rental car, and I headed out through West Philadelphia to the address in Penfield. As Harry had said, it was a nice place, not large, but neat and modern, sitting at the end of a new street. Apparently, there was no one home. I looked around to see if there was a patrolman watching over the place. No one. Nothing. And the street itself was deserted. I was just about to swing around and head for police headquarters when I noticed a thin streak of light from one of the rear windows in spite of the drawn shades. Yeah, I suppose I'll learn one of these days not to be so curious. But I walked quietly up the driveway beside the house. And then I heard something. Just a little sound, as though someone had quietly opened or closed a door at the side of the garage in the rear. And I suddenly caught the smell of gas, of raw gasoline. It was coming from the garage. I carefully edged my way on back there, hoping I wouldn't trip over something in the darkness that would give me away. The smell of gasoline was stronger now, much stronger. My next step was into a puddle in front of the garage door. I remember bending over to sniff at it, and it was gasoline, all right. And I remember a flashlight stabbing through the darkness behind me. But as I rose and turned...
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Question: where will you find the leading stars of the entertainment world? Answer: right here on CBS Radio. Gary Moore, Arthur Godfrey, Andy Griffith, Bob and Ray, Art Linkletter, Amos and Andy, and more. The gang's all here. You'll also find the New York Philharmonic and the Metropolitan Opera back on the air. Remember, the star's address, CBS Radio. And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Larson Arson Matter.
I came to in a hospital room, and I had company. One of them was in a blue uniform with brass buttons with the stripes of a sergeant on his sleeves.
So you decided to come back to the land of the living, huh?
The other was a man of about 40, big, beefy. And in spite of his rather flashy clothes, he looked as though he hadn't shaved his fat, truculent face for a couple of days.
Oh, well, I'm sure glad he's okay, Sergeant. Only, how was I to know he wasn't somebody come to carry out them threats against me?
Oh.
You know, you're lucky you didn't aim those shots at him, Bertie.
Me actually trying to kill somebody, Sergeant? Like I told you, I know the noise would bring on the nearest flatfoot.
Bertie, huh?
Yeah. Gee, Mr. Dollar.
Now, you just take it easy, Dollar. Bertie nearly broke your head when he found you prowling around his home a while ago.
Oh, brother, you're telling me.
But I didn't know, Dollar.
I didn't know who you was till me and a cop went through your pockets and seen your identification.
Okay, now look.
And I come home and seen you sneaking around and had gasoline all over my garage like somebody was going to put a torch to it.
Okay, Bertie.
So you can't blame me for slugging.
Yeah, now,
But
Bertie.
I'm sure sorry I did it, Dollar. Dollar, the hospital bill's on me, so live it up, huh?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, now, Bertie. Dollar's going to be all right, so you go along, huh? I'll check with you later.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. Oh, I'm going up in the country to make sure my wife's all right.
Up in the country?
Yeah, up in the Catskills with a couple of relatives, Mac and Josie. Oh, you don't think I'd leave her stay around here with those people on the phone saying they're going to burn me out if I don't stop yapping at that committee?
And you don't know who it is making the threats, huh?
I sure wished I did.
Okay, run along now, Bertie.
No, wait, please.
Well, what is it, Dollar?
Well, I'd like to talk to Bertie some more.
Well, sure.
No, not until the medics say you're all right and let you out of here. And besides, I want to talk to you myself. Now, go along, Bertie.
Yeah, sure.
All right, now look, Sergeant.
Just stay flat on the bed, Dollar. And now you're lucky Bertie didn't kill you. And I can't say I would have blamed him. Why didn't you come to me before trying to contact him? I could have given you all the information you need about this case.
Now, look, Sergeant.
Not only have saved you a lot of trouble, but kept you from getting banged on the head.
Okay.
All you private dicks are alike.
Now, listen, will you?
As for that nosy guy over at your insurance company who's been bothering me 3 and 4 times a day, well, now I've got 2 of you to keep from upsetting the apple cart.
What's that supposed to mean?
Bertie Larson isn't the man this investigating committee's after.
What?
Of course not. He's strictly small time. And he hasn't even been that since he served a stretch on a burglary arson rap.
What about the narcotics and gambling that's under investigation?
He was never any more than a messenger boy for the big shots.
Well, now, what's the importance of these hearings?
Now, don't you see, if the committee can hold him up as a guy who talks and doesn't get hurt by him, well, it'll help them flush out some of the others. And who knows? Maybe some of his information might have a little value, and he'd be glad to give it.
Yeah? Why?
Bertie's been trying to run a used car business.
Legitimate, or is it cover-up or something else?
Legitimate.
You're sure of that?
Dollar, that stupid punk has been so scared since he got out of the clink. Yep. And listen.
I'm listening.
The publicity that he's been getting from the hearings, because of cooperating with the committee, why, it's practically made a public hero out of him. Who knows? Maybe it'll help his business enough to get him out of the red for once. That's why he's singing like a canary, probably making half of it up just to keep his name in the paper.
Well, what about the threats he's been getting?
You know something? We've only got his word about those threats. For all we know. He's making them up himself.
Maybe.
Oh, all right. So what if some of his old pals are calling him up, telling him to lay off, huh? If they try anything foolish, we'll nab them. Matter of fact, there are a few of those guys around here we'd just love to have something on. So maybe all this will flush them out for us.
Or get Bertie killed?
Ask me. I don't think anybody'd even bother to rub him out.
I hope you're right, Sergeant.
Sure. So, Dollar, that's that.
No,
when you're
wait.
up and around, come on over to the station and see me. But meantime, leave this to me, will you?
Oh, wait a minute, will you? What about that gasoline he mentioned that was spilled all over his garage?
Oh, one of those shots he fired.
And now
One of
look.
them drilled a hole in a can of gas he had lying around.
Yeah?
Sure, saw it there myself.
Look, Sergeant.
See you later, Dollar.
Wait a minute, will you? Sergeant!
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Here's Hollywood star Mona Freeman.
Who feels like acting with a miserable cold? I relieve cold distress the fast way with 4-way cold tablets.
Yes, tests of all the leading cold tablets proved 4-way fastest acting. Amazing 4-way starts in minutes to relieve muscular pains and headache, reduce fever, calm upset stomach, also overcomes irregularity.
When a cold strikes, do what I do. Take 4-way cold tablets. It's the fast way to relieve nasty cold distress and feel better quickly.
4-way, only 29 cents.
Now, here's a word about another fine product of Grove Laboratories. Had dandruff for years? Now get rid of it in 3 minutes with Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo. 3 minutes with Fitch regularly is guaranteed to keep unsightly dandruff away forever. Apply Fitch before wetting hair, rub in 1 minute. Add water, lather 1 minute. Then rinse 1 minute. Every trace of dandruff goes down the drain. 3 minutes with Fitch, embarrassing dandruff's gone. Fitch can also leave hair up to 35% brighter. Get Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo today. And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
There was something all wrong about the whole setup. I'd smelled the gasoline around that garage before Bertie Larson had slugged me. And what about the can of gasoline he said was left on his doorstep as a warning? Like somebody'd burn him out if he kept on testifying before the Special Investigating Committee. Were the police overlooking that? And then, suddenly, I began to smell a rat, a big one. Don't ask me why. I climbed rather painfully out of the hospital bed, put on my clothes, and pulled the corny trick of going out by way of the fire escape. Luck was with me. The police had left my rental car in the hospital parking lot. I spent on him $4, $1.50 and a bar and a grill for a slug of brandy and some hot black coffee. But I was still feeling pretty rocky, so I took my time driving out to Bertie Larson's place again. As I stepped out of the car, I noticed a light coming from an open window at the rear and a big sedan back in front of the garage, the trunk of it wide open. Bertie's, or the car of someone who'd come to put the torch to his home. I didn't have to wait long for an answer. Bertie.
Huh?
Going up in the country, huh, to see your wife?
Oh, Dollar.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, say, listen, Dollar. It's lucky you come by here.
Is it? Lucky for you or for me?
Oh, no, listen, I come by to pick up some things, you know, to haul up to my wife. You know what happens?
Yeah?
When I pulls up in the driveway, there's some guy running away out back. So I yells him to stop, but he keeps on going, and it's so dark I can't see where to throw a shot. And listen.
I'm listening.
Then I smell gasoline. It's coming from inside the house. So I unlock the door and go in, and you know what I find in there?
Go on, Bertie.
Come on. Come on inside, Dollar. I'll show you. Oh, it's lucky I come by here. That's all I got to say.
Hey, wait a minute. Were you figuring on moving out of here?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, now, don't tell me this is all the furniture you keep in this place.
Oh, of course not. I sent a lot up to Josie and Mac from while my wife is staying with them.
What if the place burned down? You wouldn't hesitate to collect insurance on all the furnishings, would you?
You're trying to be funny, Dollar. Now, look. Look here in my den. You see? You see where somebody dumped gas all over the rug? Lay them celluloid strips and out over the windowsill so as you could put a match to it from the outside?
Yeah, I see, Bertie.
Well, it's a guy I seen running away from here who was going to burn me out. You see how he broke in by forcing the screen on that window?
I see where this screen was bashed out from the inside.
What'd you say?
And I fail to see any footprints in the flower bed below it. No wonder you served a term for arson, among other things.
Huh? Oh, listen.
I mean the sloppy setup you made here.
What are you talking about?
You've been losing your shirt in the used car business. So it looked like you might have to take a chance in the rackets again.
Are you out of your mind?
But then this investigating committee came along. Talking freely before them gave you an excuse to claim you were getting threats.
Oh, now, listen.
You filled up the insurance on this place to the limit. Then gave out the tale about gasoline left on your doorstep as a warning.
Oh, listen.
All of it. So that when your house went up in flames, everybody would think it was set by the mythical person who was supposed to be making the threats.
You're crazy.
Meantime, of course, you've carefully emptied the place of anything valuable. In storage with these pals of yours, Josie and Mac, up in the Catskills, if any such people really exist.
Now, listen.
This home and the garage would probably be nothing but ashes right now if I hadn't come along earlier.
Could have killed you then, Dollar, so
Kill
maybe
me.
I better...
I think you were just a lousy shot.
Yeah?
But when all that noise brought the police and you found out who I am, why, sure, you could use me to help build up your case for whenever you decided to fire this place. You thought. But it didn't work, Bertie, because... Oh, no, you don't. Come on, put your hand up. Come on, over your head. Reach, Bertie.
Now, listen.
Can't even pull a gun quickly, can you?
You don't need to, Dollar.
Oh, what?
Don't move. I'm right in back of you. Drop the gun.
Kill him. Yeah, Nora. Kill him. We'll fire the joint and get up in the country where Josie and Mac will swear we've been with him all the time.
Yeah, Bertie.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. And listen, we'll strip this guy after you knock him off. They'll find his bones after the fire, and they'll think it's me. That's another 20 grand of insurance to collect.
No, Bertie.
What?
I'm leaving both of you here.
You gone crazy?
After this nice setup, I'd be crazy if I didn't take all I could get out of it. You ready, Bertie?
Oh, Laura, listen!
All right, darling, now it's you.
Drop it, Nora.
Where'd you come from, you dirty...
Thanks, Sergeant.
Well, that's okay, Dollar. But you can be mighty glad that hospital called me up when they found you'd sneaked out on them.
You know something, Sergeant?
Yeah?
I'm mighty glad. Expense account total, including my hospital bill, my room at the Bellevue, and a couple of meals, plus, of course, the trip back to Hartford, $79.75. Remarks? Why bother? From here on in, it's up to the company and the police to straighten things out. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment.
Constipation can be a problem for anyone, even doctors. And when constipation occurs, it's interesting to see just what doctors consider important about a laxative they might use or recommend. Well, a majority of the doctors we heard from had this to say. A laxative should be effective, gentle, as close to natural acting as possible, and a medicine that can be used with complete confidence. Now, X-Lax has been popular with many doctors and millions of people over the years because chocolated X-Lax is effective. Overnight, it helps you toward your normal regularity. X-Lax is gentle. Next morning, it gives you the closest thing to natural action. And that's why many doctors and millions of people use X-Lax with complete confidence. X-Lax, the laxative that helps you toward your normal regularity gently, overnight.
Is X-Lax in your medicine cabinet?
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, Sarasota, Florida. A body floating in a bayou, and one too many suspects. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Harry Bartell, Don Diamond, and Bert Holland. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cumberly speaking.
Take the Last Trip, a bizarre way to end a romantic triangle, on Suspense, next on the CBS Radio Network.
Hello, my name's Henry J. Mitchell. Mrs. Mitchell and I are standing here on the second deck of this ocean liner, waiting to start our trip around the world. You know, now that the day is finally here, we can hardly wait to get going. Naturally, we started saving toward this day some time ago by investing regularly in United States savings bonds. We felt that by saving with Series E bonds, we were making the wisest, safest investment possible. What's more, our dollars were also helping our country. You see, the money that goes into U.S. savings bonds helps to keep America strong. We all know that peace costs money. Money to help keep the peace through industrial and military strength, and money to make it lasting through science and education. We're mighty proud to do our share in securing the future of our country. Are you doing your part? Start today. Invest regularly in United States savings bonds.
WROW, Radio 59.
Johnny Dollar.
Pat McCracken, Johnny. Universal Adjustment.
Sorry, Pat, but the answer is no.
Huh?
My bags and fishing tackle are all packed.
Johnny.
My plane ticket is just waiting for me out of Bradley Field. Plane's due to take off in a few minutes, and believe me, I'm going to be on board.
Well, fine.
So don't try to stop me.
Well, because what I called you about... Well, listen, Johnny.
It's no use, Pat. I'll see you when I get back, and not until.
That's what you think.
Well, now, look, there's nothing so important that it can't wait a week or so.
Wrong, Johnny. Now, listen.
No, I'm sorry, but it's no use.
But don't you see, Johnny,
All I see is that it's time for me to get out there to the airport.
I'll drive you out.
Oh, no, you won't.
Johnny, will you listen to me?
So long, Pat.
Johnny.
And so help me if he tries chasing me out to the airport.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. Yeah, to the Universal Adjustment Bureau, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the wholly unexpected matter. Well, it looked as though even my taxi out to Bradley Field was conspiring against me. It developed a flat tire along the way that almost made me miss the plane. Oh, and that cab and plane fare, item 1 on the expense account, $163 even. Though I didn't realize that at the time it was going to be paid for by Universal Adjustment Bureau. Anyhow, I got to the field in the nick of time, jumped aboard the ferry plane for New York.
Just sit right here by the door, please, Mr. Dollar,
Okay.
until we get airborne. Oh, and be sure to fasten your seatbelt, please.
Yeah, sure, miss. There you are.
I thought for a minute we'd have to take off without you.
Oh, not a chance. I wouldn't have missed this plane if I'd had to fly after it under my own power.
Johnny Dollar. You're the famous private investigator, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm an insurance investigator.
Oh, I listen to every one of the exciting cases you handle every Sunday on CBS.
Do you? Good. Only, believe me, they're not as exciting as they sound.
I don't believe that.
No, it's just like any other job of work.
And as for that wild expense account of yours, thousands and thousands of dollars,
That's a very touchy subject, Miss...
Claire, my name's Claire.
I mean, after all, Claire, a man has to wangle some kind of compensation on a job like mine.
You mean because it's so risky and all, and I don't blame you a bit. Are you off on some dangerous investigation now, Mr. Dollar?
No, sirree. No, ma'am. I'm heading for a place over in western Arizona, Lake Mojave Resort on the Colorado River.
I know. The place you're always going to fish.
Well, the place where I always try to get in some fishing.
That's right. Something always happens and spoils your plans.
But not this time.
You see, I do listen to your program. But now we're airborne, Mr. Dollar, so you can get rid of the seatbelt and go up to seat 11 that I saved for you.
Oh, yeah, sure. Thanks a lot, Claire.
Pleasure, Johnny, and I hope you have a wonderful trip.
Oh, believe me, nothing's gonna stop me this time. For once in my life, I'm gonna... Oh, no.
Yeah, I arranged for this seating myself, John.
Pat McCracken.
That's right. Sit down.
Stewardess! Claire!
Oh, John.
Help! Now, you listen to me, Pat.
Come on, sit down and make yourself
What is
easy.
it, Mr. Dollar? What's wrong?
Give me another seat on this crate.
Oh, now, Johnny.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dollar, but this is the only one left, and Mr. McCracken insisted that I save it for
Oh, he
you.
did he?
You wouldn't want to stand all the way down to New York. Besides, the airline wouldn't like it.
Now, Pat... Okay. But only as far as New York.
Yes?
Yeah.
If I were you, I wouldn't be too sure.
Yeah? All right, now you listen. The minute we land in New York, where I can pick up another plane, Pat, you and I part company.
You want to bet on that?
It's an interesting fact that many of our greatest inventions and discoveries have been hit upon accidentally by doctors, engineers, or inspired tinkerers while working toward some other objective. Thomas Edison had such an accident. While working on an advanced telegraph instrument, he noticed a faint musical sound coming from the revolving paper-covered cylinder he was using. He noticed that indentations in the paper caused the needle to vibrate, and the vibrations produced the sound. Setting aside the telegraph instrument momentarily, he experimented with the principle he had accidentally discovered. He fixed a needle to a diaphragm mounted on the short end of a horn, and arranged this apparatus so that the needle would scrape on the revolving cylinder as it turned. Instead of paper on the cylinder, he used a covering of tinfoil, and then spoke through the horn as the cylinder turned, and the vibrations of his voice caused the needle to make indentations of varying depths in the tinfoil surface. After a few models had been made and tested with minor success, Edison recited into the horn the nursery rhyme, "Mary Had a Little Lamb." Then it was played back, and for the first time in history, a machine spoke with a man's voice. Thus the phonograph was born, an invention that grew out of an ingenious inventor's attempt to produce something else. The phonograph and all its various advancements and refinements up to today's tape recording have brought endless pleasure to millions throughout the world. More importantly, they have been used for the advancement of science and culture to an incredible degree. This is just one of many cases in which the illustrious Thomas A. Edison succeeded in his efforts by following the American inventor's traditional philosophy, there must be a way. Let's find it.
Now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the wholly unexpected matter.
When we got home from New York, I said so long and goodbye to Pat McCracken, then climbed aboard one of the big jets. But just before takeoff, who should come barging in and take the seat next to me?
Well, of course, Johnny. This is the seat that was assigned to me.
All right now, Pat. How did you know what flight I was taking out of Hartford, which one out of New York?
Easy, Johnny, easy. I simply checked with the airline back there at Bradley Field.
Ish.
Now, instead of clamming up the way you did on the trip from Hartford to New York, let's talk about this.
I'm sorry, Pat, but I'm on a vacation, and this is one time. Neither you nor anybody else is going to keep me from going out to...
Yes?
Well...
Go ahead and say it, Johnny, to Lake Mojave Resort out along the Colorado.
How did... I mean... Oh, what makes you think that?
Well, where else in the world would you go to get away from it all for a few days?
Well, lots of places.
Not this time.
How do you know?
I'm just betting on it. That's why I dragged along all my fishing tackle.
Huh?
Sure. After hearing you rave about the place all these years, I decided it was high time I took a crack at it, too.
Now, wait a minute, just a minute.
Yes, Johnny.
You mean that when you called me back at my apartment, it wasn't about some kind of an assignment?
Farthest thing from my mind.
Oh, yeah?
Honor bright.
What? Then why didn't you say so?
So who had a chance? Well, do we go fishing together or don't we?
All right, just one condition, Pat.
Yeah?
Not one single word of business until we get back to Hartford.
Who said anything about business? Don't you think I need a vacation now and then as much as you do?
Okay, then, okay. Now, that's settled.
That's settled, yeah. Now, make with some talk about those nice big fish that we're gonna...
Okay, Huh? What's the matter?
Nothing. I've been looking at that fellow sitting up there in the seat next to the emergency exit.
Oh, what about him?
Nothing, really. It's just that he looks very familiar, and what's more, I'm sure he was also aboard the plane out of Hartford.
Oh, so were several other people. Remember, the plane was full.
Yes, and I tried to tell you about the way he kept looking back at you in a funny sort of way.
Oh, now, quit it, Pat. Just quit
it. Well, it's a fact, John. Oh, look, did you see that? He gave us a quick glance and then buried his face in his magazine again.
So what?
Well, almost as though he didn't want to be seen by us.
Now, you look here,
Are
Pat.
you sure that you don't recognize him? That face is mighty familiar.
Well, it isn't to me, so forget it and relax and let's enjoy ourselves.
This funny little scar on his cheek when he half turned just... Johnny, are you sure you didn't...
Now, I said forget it.
Okay, whatever you say.
At Los Angeles, we grabbed another ferry plane, this one to Las Vegas, Nevada.
Johnny, look, that same man aboard, and don't tell me so what.
It was late when we arrived at the fabulous city of Chance out there in the middle of the Mojave Desert. So we grabbed a cab into the Hotel Sahara. That's item 2, $1.25. Item 3 is $16 for a suite of rooms. Item 4 is $12.20 for a couple of drinks and a good meal. Then we dropped into the casino. Oh, real excitement. Yeah, watching the little ivory ball click around the roulette wheel, the snap of cards at the blackjack table, the rattle of dice, the click of poker chips, the ring of silver dollars, and over it all, the constant chuck and whir of the slot machines. Pat and I had separated, and by some stroke of good luck, I did all right with the dice. So I hauled my stack of chips over to the cashier's cage and collected, believe it or not.
200, 300, 350, 60, $365.
Right on the nose. Thanks. Thanks very much.
Yes, sir. Next, please.
Johnny, there you are.
Yeah, I sure am. Well, how you doing, Pat?
All right, fine. Now listen.
Yeah?
That man we saw on the plane.
That you saw?
Well, I saw him again a little while ago while you were at the roulette table. He was watching you, and when he saw me watching him...
Now, Pat, would
Johnny,
you... Probably, look, half a dozen people from Hartford have taken this same set of planes out here. After all, it's vacation time. A lot of people.
Okay, Johnny, I hope you're right.
Well, sure I'm right. Now, look, let's get some sleep, and first thing in the morning, we'll head down to the lake, huh? Come on.
Well, whatever you say, only
stop worrying, will you? Will you?
Sure, Johnny, sure.
Any American accused of a serious crime has the right to a jury trial. But you also have the right to have your case decided by a jury in most civil cases when you are suing in the federal courts for damages or for the recovery of your property. Do you know when you can exercise this right? The answer is in the Constitution. The 7th Amendment says that you can have your case decided by a jury whenever the amount involved is greater than $20. This is one of the ways in which the Constitution seeks to provide every citizen with fair and impartial justice. It is one of the ways in which the Constitution ensures that this country of yours and mine shall be our country under God.
And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Well, it wasn't much after the crack of dawn that Pat McCracken and I rented a car. That's item 5 on the expense account, $50 deposit. And then we headed south. 5 miles short of Kingman, Arizona, we swung right on 68 down toward Davis Dam, down to Lake Mojave Resort. Once over the mountain pass, there were miles and miles of nothing but sun-baked rock and sand, of sagebrush and Joshua trees, of tumbleweed and cactus. And then, right in the middle of it, that clear blue water of Lake Mojave. The resort itself, with everything for water sports and, more important for me, for the fishermen. Buster Favors signed us in at the office, and then...
Okay, you're number 8, Johnny. And if you and Mr. McCracken don't get limits every day...
Mr. McCracken? Out here, Buster, it's Pat.
Okay, Pat.
Wow, shall we?
Oh, incidentally, you're not the only one that's out here from Hartford.
Oh, all right, Buster?
Mr. Malloy arrived late last night.
Malloy. Does that name ring a bell, Johnny?
It certainly does not. Now, will you forget about that man you saw?
Excuse me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, you ought to be.
Okay. Now let's unpack and go fishing.
Oh, brother, just try and stop me. Just forget all about business.
Excuse me, Pat.
What?
This calls for you.
Oh, thanks.
You mean you told somebody where you were coming?
Only my office, Johnny, you know.
Idiot.
Here you are.
Thank you. Hello?
Mr. McCracken, this is Marion at the office.
Now, Marion, I said the only calls I want out
Please,
here...
Mr. McCracken, is Johnny Dollar with you?
You know he is. Why?
That arson case you assigned him 3 years ago, the Morley warehouse?
The Morley warehouse fire?
What? What's that?
Get this, Johnny.
Yeah?
What about it, Marion?
Well, it was Mr. Dollar who told the police how to catch Danny Maloney for that job.
Yes, that's right, Scarface Maloney,
When they put Maloney in state prison for it, he swore that if he ever got out... Well, he's out.
Maloney.
Did you hear me, Mr. McCracken? Scarface Maloney has escaped from the state prison over at Weathersfield night before last.
Yeah.
And if he carries out his threat against Johnny Dollar...
You hear that, Johnny?
Yeah, I heard.
The man aboard the plane with a scar on his cheek, and you wouldn't bother looking at him.
All right, now.
Okay,
wait,
Johnny, you're on the expense account.
Hey, what's this all about?
Buster, the man from Hartford. Malloy, is it?
Has he got a scar on his face, Buster?
Why, yeah, on his cheek.
Where is he?
And come to think of it, Johnny, he asked when you'd be arriving.
Where is he?
Oh, he went out fishing early this morning.
You know where, Buster?
Just up the lake somewhere is all I know.
All right, now. Did you tell him when I'd arrive?
No, wasn't sure myself.
Then we're one up on him.
Maybe.
Mr. Malloy looks like a mighty fine man to me.
Don't be fooled, Buster. Johnny, what'll we do?
Buster, you're the best judge of character I've ever known.
Thanks, Johnny.
Well, Johnny,
Pat, you and I are going fishing.
What?
I know Lake Mojave well. Scarface Maloney, he couldn't possibly know much about it. So Pat and I put on fishing clothes, took along our tackle, I took along a gun, and we headed up the lake in a fast outboard. We prowled into every wash and cove at the lower end of the lake, slowly and methodically. We saw lots of fishermen, but not the man we were looking for. Finally, well, I guess the spell of Lake Mojave was just too much for me, so I hove to at the end of a long, narrow cove with high walls of rock on every side.
Hey, why stop here, Johnny?
Well, one cast cove, Pat.
What?
Oh, look, it's just too good to pass up. Now, you drop a plug there in the corner. Just one cast, and I guarantee you a bass.
You think of fishing at a time like this?
Oh, come on now. Just try it, Pat. Then we'll go back to the main body of the lake and we'll find the...
Johnny, look.
Huh?
No, careful so he won't see you. Up on that rock that overhangs the end of the cove.
Yeah, I see him. Hiding behind a boulder.
Yeah. Look.
I see it. At least the glint of the sun.
Blued steel, Johnny.
Yeah.
I can't see what it is, but I don't need to, Johnny, because it's aimed this way.
Of all the heavenly bodies, the moon has gained such importance that it's continually in today's news. Now, to land a rocket ship on the moon, you must know the moon's exact orbit and rate of speed around the Earth. For decades, scientists were sure they knew these facts, but one man felt they were wrong and proved it. Simon Newcomb was born in 1835 in Wallace, Nova Scotia. Throughout his childhood, he amazed his elders with his uncanny perception of mathematics. While in his teens, Newcomb joined his father, who was teaching in the United States. In 1854, they finally settled in Maryland, where Newcomb also became a teacher. One day on a trip to Washington, he visited the Smithsonian Institute. From then on, he spent every free moment studying from its wonderful wealth of books. Reading book after book, he stumbled onto 4 volumes which kindled his enthusiasm into a brilliant flame. The books told of the amazing world of astronomy. Early in his new career, he became especially interested in the moon. He studied it intensely. One evening, he noticed that it seemed to be lagging a little behind its predicted schedule of motion. Surrounding himself with tables and charts, he painstakingly pursued the possible error. After exhaustive effort, he found it. An error in computation had been made back in the year 1675. If Newcomb had not discovered this error, a flight to the moon might never have been possible. Simon Newcomb, another American scientist dedicated to the principle that somehow there must be a way. Let's find it.
Now, here's Act 4 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
The end of a long cove surrounded by high walls of rock, and on top, a man with blued steel in his hand, aimed straight down at us.
Johnny, with the sun on our faces, he's got the advantage of us. We're like sitting ducks down here. What do we do?
Now listen, Pat.
Yeah?
I don't like it, but it's the only way. If I rock us forward a bit, like this, it'll put my end of the boat behind the ledge.
Yeah?
I'll tie up to it, out of his sight. You'll be the sitting duck.
So what? It's you he's after.
You'll be in plain sight of him, so go ahead and fish. If you get something, and I'm sure you will, make like you're talking to me, like I'm still here, huh?
And you?
Through that crevice. Do you see it there?
Yeah.
Maybe, just maybe I can get around and up behind it.
Oh, Johnny, that gun
It's our only chance, Pat. Now look, I can tie us up now, with only you inside of me.
Okay, Johnny.
All right, start fishing. And believe me, brother, good luck.
Right. One cast cove, huh? Well, Johnny, we'll just see about that. Right there in the corner, huh? You mean like this?
Carefully,
Holy smoke,
slowly,
you were right. He's a lot
I
of
edged my way
balls.
up the long crevice in the rocks
So
toward the man who'd been spying on us from above.
5 pounds.
I was afraid that every step would loosen a slide of rocks and warn him.
Come on, Johnny.
But all of his attention was on the boat in the cove below where Pat, bless his heart, was dragging out his fight with the fish. The man's back was to me, and then... Wait a minute. Blued steel? Sure it was. Yeah. An old pair of binoculars. Then I slipped on a small rock.
Oh, why, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah, that's right. Who are you?
Malloy's the name, Mr. Dollar. Franklin J. Why, that gun.
That's right.
Why, good heavens, I didn't realize you were this jealous of your fishing secrets.
Now, what's that supposed to mean? Malloy, Maloney, whatever your name is?
Please put it down, sir.
Brother, you start talking.
Well, you see, it's just that I've heard so much about your fishing over here over the years.
Oh, yeah?
And when my lady friend who works for the airline back there in Hartford...
Your lady friend...
Well,
what?
Well, when she told me you were coming out here again, I thought maybe if I kind of spied on you, well, maybe I could learn to catch some of the nice big fish out here the way you do.
Now, Mr. Malloy...
But I didn't think you'd go so far as to use a gun to protect...
Johnny!
Yeah, I'm here, Buster.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just thought you and Pat here ought to know about another phone call just came in.
Yeah?
Those Hartford police of yours must be pretty good.
What's that mean?
They picked up that Scarface Maloney about an hour ago, and he's back in the pen.
Johnny!
Oh, and I see you found Mr. Malloy.
Buster, please, Mr. Dollar.
I'll get to you in a minute. Hey, Buster, you take Pat out where he can catch some little bluegill or a tired old carp, maybe.
Eh?
Mr. Malloy and I are going after some real lunkers. Couple of secret spots I know.
Well, sure.
Okay, Mr. Malloy?
Bless you, Mr. Dollar.
Well, you sure can't win them all, especially when there isn't anything to win. And at long last, I got in a full week of fishing at Lake Mojave. Expense account total? Well, Pat, you add it up. After all, you're paying for it. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey. Originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Shirley Mitchell, Larry Dobkin, Sam Edwards, Barney Phillips, and Edgar Barrier. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is John Wald speaking.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.